Hello, and welcome to episode 17 of Realm of the Chaos King. Today we have an interesting session in which everyone is joined with us today. And there are going to be some saucy handouts, some saucy roleplay, maybe, I don't know, hopefully, and all that good stuff. Last we left off, Dagamaris and Vivian and Commodore Bliss were in the Anatheum of Gillian at the southwestern portion of the City of Selm.
Vivian is now in the library, I take it.
A giant, beautiful library filled with Irelandish books.
Mm-hmm. She goes, where's the porn section?
I'm gonna fuck you up.
You do find a couple more things as you look around more heavily. However, I'm going to pass these out to different people so that other people can get a chance to read.
Where am I in the library?
No.
You're not in the library.
No.
You are laying down at the gate with Eupheme and Eupheme.
Did they mention that they were going to the library?
Yes.
Yeah, Euclid said in the previous
Well, no.
session,
They didn't know
we
that it
didn't
was a
know there was a
library.
library.
You just knew that they were going through the gate.
Yeah,
That's
you told
okay,
us to
this
keep
is
going
great.
because otherwise you lost
You-
your money for nothing.
And I'm going to give this
Right, I remember that part.
to you. Good luck reading that, by the way.
Fuck!
20 minutes later.
Wow. And the dwarves.
And the dwarves, yes.
Ashton.
And the humans.
Ashton.
So literally
But the
everyone
Chromas
except
signed it.
Except for
Interesting.
Glaucon
Chromas
Meridian
and
or the
Glaucon
dragons.
Meridian.
They both signed it.
They
Caswell
weren't.
and
He
Chromas?
wasn't
Yeah.
rolling yet.
Caspo and Chromas both signed it.
Yeah. Beretta Chromas and Victor Caspo.
So the High Elves were just like, nope.
Spear of the Queen, Victor Caspo.
The queen
Protector-
was.
Oh, Protector and Queen of Humanity,
Yeah.
Beretta Chromas, you're right.
Cool.
Damn.
Cool. So those are the handouts that you find. That is the rest of the goodies you find not torched in the
Library.
in the stone courtyard.
I'm gonna
before.
tuck that away for a siren. I'm gonna tuck all of this away.
Okay.
I found this. It is of no interest to me. And I hand her the one I found. That one, yeah.
Through it again. Interesting.
You wouldn't have read that out loud. Would you have? I'm sorry,
This?
out of character. Would you have read that out loud? Probably not.
If you weren't doing anything, maybe I would have brought it over. It's the Pact of Natural Order.
Okay.
It was in a display
I
case.
was just wondering if you had read
I read it out loud.
Okay.
I mean, obviously the High Elves didn't sign it, neither did. I mean, Glaucon wasn't ruling yet. Was Miss Andos dead by this time?
I don't know history above here.
I need
Sorry.
to take better notes.
I found this book though. I take out the Black Speech book. I don't know if you'd like this.
Black Speech book.
It was lessons on black
It's like
speech.
101. Black Speech 101.
Oh.
Basically.
Oh, thank you. That actually is very
Yes.
helpful. I would like to.
To learn more.
Yes, I mean, I'm hardly even close to fluid, so
That
thank
is
you.
okay. That will help.
We should probably get back to the others.
I agree. All right. Vivian, are you okay going?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm just taking it all in one more time.
Then let's go.
All right. So it takes you about 15 to 20 minutes, but at this time, Eupheme and Iclid are waiting there. What are you guys doing?
Sorry, I swore at you, Eupheme.
Should you really be thinking about that right now?
Anything to take my mind off this. We haven't talked since. Why did you fight Dagamaris?
I did it because that's what. I don't know. That's what needed to be done to help out everyone. Help them blow off some steam. Help you not get destroyed. It was something that someone had to do. I mean, you already assumed I was going to do something like that, right?
I was seeing if you would. If anyone would. I had a feeling that Dagamaris was going to kill me and nobody was going to do anything to stop it.
Well,
I'm afraid you all enable him.
I mean, I do, but I also enable you and Vivian.
Yeah, but I don't want to kill anybody in the party.
Dagamaris doesn't want to kill anyone.
That's a hard sell.
Guess you don't really have to believe it. If Dagamaris wanted to kill somebody, that person would be dead. It's unfortunate, because I don't really like his personality, but it'd be really hard to kill him. Not impossible, but hard.
Yeah, I mean, I don't quite like his personality either when it involves physically transgressing on everybody. When he just feels like it. Do you understand where I'm coming from?
Sure. I think there's a lot of things about Dagamaris that I don't particularly enjoy. But his story, his past, his present, and his near future, it can always get empathy from me. I haven't been through as much as my entire city turning into rats, but I know what being alone feels like. I know what that can do to someone.
Sure, I know the same. Is that an excuse?
No, it's not an excuse. But I think people are far more complicated than just talking about all the things you don't like about them. And I think sometimes we get far too focused on ourselves and we forget to open up doors for other people to change. I don't know if Dagamaris will, but it makes me feel better knowing that I believe it's a possibility. And that's not something I can ask for anyone else, or from anyone else, but that's the reason why I'll stand up and cross swords with him, let him knock me unconscious. It hurt really bad. But that's what I like to do. I understand that you've got your own story, your own journey. And I'll be damned as well if a huffy elf or a rude robot would ever significantly coming in the way of that.
Okay, I think I get what you mean.
I'm sorry you felt like I wasn't on your side, but
I felt like nobody was on my side.
this might sound bad, but I'm not really. I'm inside. Everyone that has just the barest glint of a hope of being better than they were the day before.
I think that's noble. Excuse me. I'm gonna pull out my book, and I'm gonna go. Baz, can you maybe help me out? And I'm gonna do healing light.
Sure.
Is that 4d6? 13. Cool.
Hang loose on the leg's gonna make me be nice to you. Maybe for a little bit. But I'll get used to it. Turns back into a rat.
As I'm like getting healed, I kind of want to like glance down at my like stub.
Nothing happens.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I'm gonna and like take the like little staff that Vivian gave me and just like rest my head against it. I want to go home. And I'll just rest there.
Okay. So, for about 10 more minutes.
I do want to chat while we're on our way.
Okay.
How did you get in here, by the way?
I picked up a piece of the robot and I tucked under the barrier.
All right.
Dagomar,
Yes.
about Icklid.
Yes.
Can we call a truce on him?
Yes. He's learned enough.
I don't even think he needed to learn that much, but
I agree. But now he's no fight if he fights back against me.
that's not what I mean. What I mean is that any reason we have to be angry at them, anything we could have gotten from him, he has already felt. I don't mean that even if he tries to fight you, he's not going to be able to do anything.
Yes, I don't know. I agree.
I really thought that maybe that automaton thing would have tried to listen to us for even a second.
I thought so as well. But what happened happened.
I just mean that it was still alive, it was still sentient, it was still speaking.
Yes. It is sad. But remember, we were not Erlandi. You and I are Drow. We are trying to become what we once were. It saw something that was not Erlandi. It saw us. And remember, we are trying to change that. So it does not... Do not think it didn't see an Erlandi. It saw what we were
What
born
I am.
as.
Not you.
But it called me traitor as well.
Because you were traveling with me.
That is okay.
You specifically remember him being called a traitor when he used necromancy.
Oh, when he used it. Not in the initial judgment.
Yes,
Yes.
when he used necromancy.
It's when you used your necromancy. I understand. I understand. Being the one practicing the magic that caused them all to die.
But see, you have grown over time. You're no longer looking for your master.
But it doesn't matter.
But it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter to them. Didn't matter to that.
But it doesn't matter anyways. We just kill whatever comes and attacks us because you are necromancy. As long as you do not become a lich, you're better than anything that attacked these people.
What?
Fuck! I forgot Commodore's here!
What, Commodore?
Nothing.
Alright. So you're alive. And you're just trying to become better than you were yesterday and the day before. Try not to become worse. And so far, you seem to be doing just fine. Alright?
How many of us do you think are left?
What do you mean there? Just drow?
Non-rat.
Non-rat drow?
Yes.
I do not know. From the stories I heard when, well, before the Lord of Pestilence attacked my city, I would say, whoever escaped into the Forest of Emerald. Other than that, I don't believe any city was left unchanged. So maybe 1,000. Less. I'm not sure. When we get to the gate, just I'll stand above you. I'll try to block away the whatever it is.
You can hold the piece of metal I came in on.
That is true. I can do that. I will not pick on Iglid anymore.
And I will try and forgive him for stealing my poison and my painting. I'm sorry I looked through your bag.
It's all right.
It's not.
Right.
I stand behind my reason for it, but it was still...
Yes. I would have no reason to steal anything from you. But also, the only thing... I forgive you for looking through my bag because I have nothing. So, there was nothing to see.
I didn't think you had stolen something from me.
I know.
I think if you had wanted something of mine, you would have asked for it. I just had to make sure that I wasn't wrongfully accusing somebody when the situation was already as bad as it was. And now it's worse.
And of course, we already know what is going to happen to me. So it is much better for you to be on good terms with your other acquaintances. If that makes sense. So it is fine, I forgive you. But would you like your poison back from Iglid?
He didn't have it in his bag. I looked.
I can ask that bat-looking fuck if he has it.
I think honestly at this point, I'm just gonna drop it.
Okay.
Thank you, Phil.
Yes.
Okay. So, after about 10 minutes, you see Dagamoris allowing Vivian to walk underneath him. Commodore walks through as well.
It was just books.
Oh, books.
The university?
Those cool swords.
No.
No, I wish.
I did find a lot about
A pact.
a pact of natural order. Meant that we were supposed to share magic and knowledge and treat everything with respect, and that was nice. Didn't last for long. We also found some human alchemy and an artificer item.
Fun.
Yes. But that was it.
I have an idea for going ahead while looking through the city. And tell me if it is okay if I say this. But I believe that I shall go ahead at some point, because if we encounter any more of those, what did you call them? Automaton?
Something like that.
If we encounter any more of those, I believe I could talk to them before they attack. Just because I am Erlendai, if that makes any sort of sense. But of course we could travel alone, but they attacked us last time.
Sure, I don't mind you being out front.
Seems fine.
Because I doubt that there will be, it is unknown, but it seems like this place was locked off, so other enemies that could attack us don't seem to be here. But I could be wrong.
Iglid, do you want to continue on, or do you want to go back?
We're going further into the city, so we're not here what we came for yet.
There's no further path, by the way.
That's what I thought.
This is the end of this path. You can see more city on the other side of the lake, but it just looks like residential zones.
I think at the very least we should get him out here.
All right.
Yeah, I agree.
So
Of
we're
course,
walking
if
back
that's
then?
what you want.
I guess
There's
so.
nothing else.
So we don't need to spend a night here or anything.
If you'd like some time to rest, we can.
What?
What time is it?
It is not evening yet.
Yeah, but
If you
giving
want
you a
some time
chance
to rest,
to
you can.
rest.
I would say that was a short rest.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay. So, you walk back into the cherry blossom forest. Dagamaris. Only you see this. From this direction of travel, a new path curves west. The path is nearly the same as the others, if not a bit thinner, but the trees remain just as gorgeous, and the air still carries with it the luscious scent of trees and life all around you. Everyone else continues as if the path does not exist, but you do see this.
Like they're just ahead of me.
They walk past.
I'm gonna go rest for a second.
Oh, he's gonna be skeevy about it.
Just, I'm gonna go into the forest, and is that okay with everyone? If you want to meet, I will meet you at that big rock, the big pillar with my family
Yes,
name
yes,
on it.
How
yes.
selfish to
Yes.
leave everyone and just rest. That's a joke.
Iklid, you
From
wanted
when I
to
went to
Yes.
the baths.
You can go.
Yes.
Go.
Iklid,
All right, I'm going.
you wanted to. We'll meet you at the bathhouse then.
All right, I will meet you at
What?
the bathhouse.
What?
Oh wait, no, you were asking if you.
I
wanted to.
disagree.
Sorry, might be. I thought he said it out loud.
I will meet you. I will.
Commodore Bliss.
We'll just wait here for you.
Thank you. I go in.
Okay, so as you walk in, all of you, he fades into dust, into the forest, as if like the druid did when he left you all, into mist, into the forest, and Commodore. Where did he go?
Dagamaris?
You do not hear this.
Okay.
After a bit of walking,
Oh,
you see a single home in the distance upon a small hill. You approach it and begin to see cherry wood railing lining the path. You see tall, carved posts with lanterns hanging from them. Lanterns similar to those you saw before, though no flame appears to be lit within them. You persist down the path, feeling the progressively rougher stone pass beneath your feet. More grit and dirt upon the stone than the path prior. The home is 2 floors by the look of it, and is no larger than 2,000 square feet, judging by the looks of it as well. However, you do see that it rests just at the edge of the stone that consumes the city, and there appears to be a small pond just underneath the stone and a large garden that spreads all around it, entirely overgrown as everything else is. The home is rather simple, with a large covered courtyard that stretches off of its right side, held aloft by ridged marble pillars, with a roof similar to all those you've seen. There are few markings upon the home, though those that are that of the simple things, farming, crafting, and learning. You see, etched just below the eaves within the stone, many an elf, churning the soil and tilling the earth. Many an elf sat reading and writing scrolls, and many an elf still toiling over the spinning wheel and carving tools of wood. The building looks long, with the same ancient Grecian temple design you've seen quite a bit of. Pillars flanking the door, just below the carvings described. The building looks long, but again, also small. The largest bit appears to be the tower that protrudes from the stone near the back corner of it.
I'm gonna enter the
Okay.
temple.
You walk through the dark wooden door clad with silver knobs and hinges and find yourself within a small hall. The hall's ceiling is 20 feet in height, and the center of the room is flanked on either side by a row of pillars that stretch up to meet it. A warm and thick rug rolls out about 30 feet to a couple of steps, and upon this raised area is a meager throne of wood. From the top back of said throne, a few twigs shoot out and dangle lazily from it with small gems tied to it by thick twine that hangs from them. Behind the throne are two statues, one of Gillian and one of Hecate, both with smiles on their lips and eyes nearly closed in happiness. To the left of the throne is a doorway that most likely leads to the tower.
I'm gonna first go to the throne.
Okay.
And just kind of like look around it.
Okay, make an investigation check.
Such a cool throne design.
Dirty 20.
Oh.
You don't find much of anything.
Right.
You look at the statues, and the throne is rather modest.
All right. And I'm gonna go to the door.
Okay. You enter into the doorway and find yourself in a short hall that ends a few feet in front of you. You see a circular chamber that appears to dead end with a familiar arcane sigil etched into the ground. The ground appears not entirely flush in this circular chamber, and the sigil is reminiscent of a abjuration and evocation rune.
All right.
And you see a small button or lever at the end.
I go walk up and I pull the lever.
Okay, so you pull it into the stone, and you feel the ground and slowly lift. The lift travels upwards, quite a lot slower than the last one you took, and your head breaches the surface shortly after your ascent. The stone billows out, much like you saw the tower did from outside, though the space is quite modest. You see a wooden bed frame, draped in thick linens, undyed. You see a modest library consisting of about 4 bookshelves across from it, and you see a small kitchen just to the left of that, and all of it appears to bask in the light of the magical sun that streams in from the various windows carved into the stone all around the room's periphery. You also see 2 small balconies on either side, one just behind you as you step off the lift, and the other directly in front of you. However, the thing you notice immediately is the body laying upon the bed, skin mummified, flesh calcified, and platinum hair clinging to the scalp just beneath a tangled crown filled with gems. She looks to wear a plain nightgown, and her hollow gaze is directed out toward the windows, which all appear to be open inward, allowing the scent and sound of the city to spill in.
I'm gonna first walk up to the body. That
Okay.
would be, and just
She appears to be holding a large sphere in her lap, along with 2 letters on the left side of her.
I'm gonna first take the letters.
Okay.
The sphere. I don't know what to do with it. I don't want to bring it. What?
You don't know what to
All right.
do with
Should I
it?
read them?
Yep.
Okay. This is Latharis Zatharis Malorian, matron mother of the City of Selm. This is my final letter in light of the fall of Cruel and the destruction of our people. I rest now with the crux of our people's future in my lap, the keystone of the All-Soul, the final gift of Cruel, it seems, though I fear it is in fact not a gift, but the embodiment of our failures. I do not know what the elves of Hecate have been doing in the depths of Cruel,
Though the magic I feel from this sphere is troubling, it is similar in arcane resonance to the matron mother pearls, coincidentally also a gift from Cruel, but far more powerful. I digress. I have made sure the magic of this place restricts the passage of any whose intentions are not pure of spirit and whose actions are not selfless. Only those who intend to use the information of the city for the good of our people may find my home, and I have no fear that my power is far greater than those who do not fit this criteria. I will not use my last moments to write a drivel-filled letter remarking of my regrets and missed opportunities. Live well in the eyes of Gillian, and may the waters of Hecate fill you with the power of life. I go now to see my people in the rivers of Mordom, a god besieged. May I rest, may I live better and without the worries of this world. I guess?
The fucking. The
I'm selfless.
The soul?
The all-soul.
The all soul? We're in her tomb. That means they got a wrong spear.
Ready. May this reach our matron mother, Lady Zatharis Malorian. The gods frown once more down upon us. The city of Cruel has been last along. Fucking cursive. I don't know if it's that lost or last.
It's lost.
Okay, good. Thank you. Has been lost along with the many villages that lay before it. They have been reduced not to rubble, but to a smoldering pit of despair and vile necromancy. The land is ruined, and the souls of all those that once lived within are stolen, now used as the sick playthings of those unfit for their own. The liches of
Heltarim.
Okay, perfect. The liches of Heltarim destroyed our forces with little resistance, for it was none other than the Dragon King that was distracting our sages, druids, and blade singers to the west. This was most certainly not a coincidence. We were betrayed. And if not for Glaucon's betrayal, these decrepit actions of
Actors.
Thank you. Decrepit actors of Dragon would be nothing more than ash upon the mountainside. We were fools to focus too intently on the battles with Glaucon, for we should have known he would not have chosen to fight us so evenly. That is far out of the worm's character. Great. There is no recourse that we may take, however, for much of our fucking A's and O's looks so similar. For much of our forces have been destroyed, and there are reports. There you go. Coming in from the Verentier reports. Yeah, what the fuck? Coming in from the Verentier that the liches have arrived now at their doorstep. We are witnessing the planned genocide of our people, and our allies are far fewer than we thought. For the high elves of Telemandelitas have not yet come, nor the Telhalloch of Ashran, or the dwarves of the Kernish Mountains. We see now the true nature of the people of Adamas, so quick to allow others to fall in hopes that they may climb to where they once stood. We know not why the high elves of Ashran and Telemandelitas have not come, though it matters not, for it is in their absence that we fall. I cannot say if we would do the same, though I believe the answer would leave me wanting. However, our allies are not none, for the humans of Kret-Dala have come to our aid faster than any. Curious that it is humanity, though, that they fight with such ferocity and passion in spite of such visions of undeath and torment. I say that it is curious, not for any human found in their fight. Any what?
Humor.
Any the A's and O's, man. Any humor fucking found in their fight. No, for I witnessed many fall to save who they could from the onslaught of the undead, each of them destroying many dozens before even one of them was killed. Their forces, while horrifying, are the only reason we may live to see another day. I say this with such weight on my heart for the memories of the past, but it is not by elven hands that the Eorlundi still rest in the gaze of Gillian, but within humanities. They appear far less affected by the miasma of necromancy the land of Cruel is now marred with, and though I know not why, I care not. For I now cry the tears of the thousands of humans we have let suffer and die with only pittance of help from our powerful hands. All the while, they sacrifice everything for even a chance at saving but a few of us. I know now that we have all failed, and our downfall comes swiftly because of it. However, this is not to say I wish to give up, for that would simply spit in the faces of such sacrifice. It would besmirch those valiant humans that raged so fiercely against the coming tide of darkness. We mustn't squander this opportunity. We mustn't let our people slip into the grasp of mortem too soon with such pain visible so clearly to Gillian. We must rise again from the ashes anew with the teachings of Darstein and Eladris Lynn Morris. Stronger than ever, and bring the might of Hecate down upon the heads of those responsible. As we speak, humanity's farmers, smiths, warriors, and paladins of supposedly dark gods act as a dam against the tide of death that seeks to sweep across all of us like a plague. But you cannot help, regardless of how viciously the urge may be, for you will fail. The momentum of their enemy...
You skipped something, brother.
What did I skip? What?
You skipped something.
But you cannot help, regardless of how...
You cannot help. There you go.
But you cannot help, regardless of how viciously the urge may be, for you will fail. The momentum of their armies is far too great, and their sacrifice will certainly be in vain. You must seal the city of Selm. Make sure no more of the knowledge of our people fall into the decrepit and vile hands of those who grasp at it. I have sent a courier carrying an artifact that will decide the fate of all, gods and mortals alike. We delved too deep into the pools of Hecate and the fabric of life, but again it is too late for such musings. Remember us well, and may Gillian view the Erlendi as we have been, and may he view humanity in all their glory. High General Barash to Vix of Cruel. Cool. So. Alright, so I see that.
It's too serious. It's too stressful. There's too much. There's too much happening.
The Erlendi putting respect on humans, though.
Yeah.
The great puppet lizard.
Straight up. My homework this week is to consolidate all of the history that we found so that when we get to the moment.
Are you investigating the rest of the room?
Yes.
Make an investigation check.
I think it was a 5, so I think I'm just...
You do find a ring on her hand.
Okay. Doesn't look cool.
It appears to not have any band of metal, but of water. And on the tip of it is a silver lighthouse that appears to give off light around the finger.
All right.
So the answer is yes.
So is it cool? Yeah.
I hope this is okay with me taking these things. That's what I'm saying to her.
Okay.
Thank you.
And I reach down to take off the ring.
Okay.
Okay. And I put it on.
Okay. You automatically attune to it, as you are Erlendi.
Cool.
You now have the Ring of the Lighthouse.
Is it in?
Yes.
Kick-ass. Cool. I'll type that in real quick. Ring of the Lighthouse.
We went to her tomb.
Cool. So I will add that.
Where's it do?
It. The wearer of this ring is immune to the effects of widespread arcane anomalies such as the Scar of Cruel and Scar of Glaucon Meridian. The wearer also has advantage on every magic attack that is part of the schools of either evocation, transmutation, or abjuration. When targeted by a school of magic such as these, the attack is carried out at disadvantage. Kick ass.
Holy shit!
Noise. So.
Insane.
So. Then.
Bonkers! Wow.
The big bonkers.
All right, before
And I'm gonna try to look at the books, just because
They just honestly look like fiction.
Okay.
Aw,
Cool.
nice.
This was her home. not a place of learning.
I know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
I'm gonna. Sorry. I take the crown.
Okay. So her head sort of just dips and then falls back down on the pillow.
Put it in my pack, and then.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know.
You know the crown of Zatharis Malorian.
I don't know the orb either.
Yeah, that's it.
That's like uncorrupted, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is an uncorrupted crown, but you knew from Yahiro that their crowns were not enchanted.
Oh, okay.
Specifically in honorance of Hecate. But it is still a crown of a matron mother uncorrupted.
Make a decision.
Thank you. And I leave.
You're not going to take the orb.
Not now.
Okay.
Yeah, because honestly, I don't know. I'm gonna leave.
Okay. So as you're walking, a tap on your shoulder. What are you doing?
What are you doing here?
I can't stay here for very long. Our magic is quite strong. Why aren't you taking that orb?
Because I do not have long to live.
The matter is not. That is the key to saving more people.
Insight.
Fine.
Good. And he backs up. Pick it up.
I'm waiting for you to leave.
I will not leave until you pick it up.
Sus. It's sus.
Do you think I cannot force you?
I just don't know your intentions.
Of course you don't. But you're doing it regardless.
Fine.
Good boy.
I pick up the orb.
Come to me now.
No.
And he walks over to you.
He can't be charmed. He can't be charmed.
You can make an athletics check.
I'm gonna go, oh god, fuck. Oh god, fuck. Oh god, fuck. Oh god, fuck.
Okay. It grips your head, and he is going to cast Modify Memory at the 9th level. So I need you to make an intelligence saving throw.
Relax. Holy fuck.
9.
You decided to take this of your own volition, and Ivar was never there.
God, he's such a bitch.
As you hold it, you think that is a good idea.
Oh my.
Wow, what a nasty little whore he is. What a dirty, stinky harlot he is.
All right, and I go. Oh, well, I'm
He's
gonna
got-
go. I'm gonna go look out on the balcony.
'Kay.
Just because I want to go.
It looks over the forest and some of the city off curling around the stone. You see the garden just below the balcony that you were in.
All right, and I go back to what I think is the elevator thing.
The lift.
The lift.
So
yeah.
you go back to the lift. You pull it. It
Greaser balls.
goes down. You find yourself in the hall once more.
I'm gonna.
So bad.
All right.
As you hold the orb, by the way,
Yeah.
nothing happens. It's about this big. It's a large. It looks somewhat like a pearl.
I'm gonna go.
You now have the keystone of the All Soul.
Cool.
That is so bad.
I know. I'm like,
Interesting words there.
oh, it's
Words that make me feel anxious. You know when,
It's-
when
it's
it's
not
like
in the-
this
is it-
action will have
is
consequences?
it in or no?
This action will have
No,
consequences.
you just put it in your inventory because it doesn't have any magical effects
Yeah, that's fine.
that you know of.
I'm gonna go to the throne.
Okay.
And just like kneel in front of it, and I'm just gonna pray to Hecate or Hecate, because I know Gillian. I think.
Okay, make a charisma. Make a charisma check. Flat.
Let's roll. Decent. 23.
Okay. So you sit there. Both of them looking down at you from behind the throne. You feel a bit of your clothing and the keys that still dangle from your neck begin to float as if submerged in water. And you feel like you're in a bath. Warm. And then it...
Thank you. And I stand up and head out.
Okay.
And then, but I put that in my pack. Or if I can, or is it too big? Because I don't want to fucking walk around like
You
this.
can put
Okay.
it in your back.
Put it in my pack and I leave.
Okay.
There's no other rooms.
No.
Correct. Cool.
No. Okay, so you're heading down the same path?
Is there a different path?
Nope.
Okay, then yes.
Okay. So you head down the same path after about 10 minutes. Dagamaris. Back onto the path. Where did you go? What happened?
I went down the path.
Where did it lead?
Disappeared.
Yeah, where did it lead?
Just to like a little river.
Deception check.
Commodore Bliss is suspicious as fuck,
Well,
and he's about to steal this orb
I
off
know.
of your
Can I
body.
roll
I'm so
insight
stressed out
against
about
it?
it.
Insight on whom?
On Dagamaris.
Sure, yeah.
Can I
No, it would be
incite
passive
Commodore
insight.
Bliss?
Passive?
Yeah.
He's stressing
He's
me
not
out.
doing anything right now
He's
that you
sus.
can
I
roll
rolled a
insight.
14.
A 14.
He's,
Okay.
he's
My
asking a
passive
lot of
insight is
questions in
14.
this specific moment.
Sure, make an insight check.
I'm gonna. I'm gonna make it with human dice.
Oh, okay.
Shit.
Fuck!
Too much stank.
Oh, wow. I fucked it up.
Okay. So he seems to just be interested in Dagamar's disappearing into the forest.
I just went to the river. Just to take a rest. Just sit.
Okay.
My passive insight is 14. So, I mean, he lies to me or not?
Would you roll for
14.
14? No, you cannot tell.
Okay.
Because he beat the DC at 14.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you for waiting.
You're welcome.
All right. We shall go forward.
Okay.
Glad to hear.
You travel out of the city of Selm. The journey out is far more arduous and filled with far less wonder as Icklid hangs on the shoulders of both Dagamaris and Eupheme, his leg turned to ash by the guardian of Selm. Many of you no longer look on in awe at the city that unfolds around you, though Dagamaris certainly still does. His eyes, while stern still, carry with them a joy unprecedented and unhindered by the troubles of all of you. He sees not ruins, but a picture of hope and a picture of what could still be, no matter how fleeting the picture may be, for it is still the only hope he's ever truly had. The mist from the titanic statue of Hecate drenches you again while you traverse the outer reaches of the city. But as you travel, the garnet sun's radiance shifts into one less yellow and more white. As the shadows shift and the scenery changes, you look to see the stone sun morph into that of a gigantic moonstone filled with lunar luminescence that washes over the city. The entire feeling of the city is changed by the shifting of the light. It feels far more peaceful, and each grain of the marble architecture reflects its light so wonderfully as to almost send you to sleep as you walk. It begins to feel like a dream, though for each step you take, you drift further away from the dream and back into the nightmare of reality. You push back through the farmland and into the farmlands itself. Now steeped in the moonstone glow, each blade of grass, each leaf of corn appears now to be a deep purple, the vibrant green and the hue of the moon creating new palettes within the fields. But you leave sooner than you'd hope, unable to dally as time flees from the day, and you quickly find yourself back at the barracks located right in front of the entrance.
How did we get onto the island again?
There's a bridge that is level, suspended by magic in the water.
Okay.
Across the lake.
Before we get to the entrance, when we get to, do we travel around to that?
You're
entrance
at the
bridge?
barracks right now, and
Okay.
the lakes, and there are stairs that course down to the bridge.
To the bridge.
Right off from the barracks.
Great. Okay. Fantastic. Okay. Thanks for getting me here. Can you all just give me a little bit?
Yes, can you get there? by
How
yourself?
long?
Huh? I don't know. Just
What are you doing?
gonna go to the temple.
Alone.
Yes, alone.
Okay.
We wouldn't mind waiting.
Sure.
I mean, I can just go back in through that entrance when I'm done. You guys can.
No,
No,
I'll wait
we'll
here.
wait for
We're
you.
not leaving the entire city without you. We're not leaving you in here alone. We can wait here if you want space.
No,
Should
I
we?
thought you guys were going back into the city.
No.
No, we are
We're
not
leaving.
going to the residential area.
That's it. We're done.
Yes.
Are you okay with that?
Go to the temple if you'd like. Take time. We are in no rush.
I just thought we didn't get what we came here for yet.
We
And
got,
I-
we got
Found some
information.
things.
There's
It was,
a useful potion in there.
it was nice to see a city that wasn't corrupted. That's all.
Yes.
I'll be back.
All right.
And I'll hobble down the stairs towards the temple.
Have you make a dexterity check.
Yeah.
An acrobatics check.
Yeah.
Shifting stones, the steps that are oblong and strange.
Man.
Any chance I could?
Super
Can I
ableist.
cast it? Can I cast it?
He's not used to it.
Never mind. I was going to cast something right
God, fuck, dude. 4.
Okay. You get down the first step before you all watch as he begins to down the stairs. But upon the last one, as you're about to flip face first, Bads, and crashes. Instead of your face hitting the stone, you land on Bads as he.
You alright?
He's not all right.
I'm fine.
Are you alright?
Do you want help now?
He doesn't need help.
He doesn't need it. I'm offering.
Thanks. To do it himself.
That's why
Sorry.
I'm offering.
Don't apologize to me.
He can say no.
Are you alright then?
Yeah, I'm fine. Let's just keep going.
Alright.
And I'll keep walking towards the temple.
So you feel your crutch sink into the bridge, the stones each. The water sloshes beneath your single foot. Takes you a bit, your balance almost going oblong, but Bads gusting off so that you recorrect each time. Eventually, after about 10 minutes, you cross the bridge and you see the living quarters of the monks, the gargantuan temple of Hecate in front of you, and the steps that lead to the bathhouse.
Okay. I go towards the bathhouse.
Can I have you make another dexterity check to get up those stairs?
And I'm gonna at some point be like,
Can I speak to Vivian alone? This is the city of our people, and I want to speak to her. Is that okay?
Did you roll blow again?
he fucking goes up the stairs and falls down the whole
No,
fucking
no,
stairs.
it's too much.
That's a nat 1.
No.
I'll say with advantage because Baz is helping you.
Thank you. It's better. It's an 8.
Okay. Why are you asking my permission?
Because I know that I just left the group to go sit by the river, so I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, I don't care. It's been weird, but it's fine.
All right.
Okay, so while you two leave off, you, Baz.
Come on then, and do this. It's only a leg.
Yeah.
It's good.
Sure.
Come on then.
I'm coming. And
All right.
And he continues to like get down and like help you maneuver as best he can.
He's being your leg.
He's trying. So it takes you a very, very long time. It takes you about 8 to 10 minutes to get up these stairs. And while he is doing that, what are you guys doing?
Everything come over with me, please.
Are they close enough to eavesdrop?
I'm gonna move far enough away that I'm gonna try. My
Yeah,
goal is
you
to
can get pretty far away
far fucking away.
if you want to try and do something to eavesdrop.
If
you
I have
can.
to actually like sneak and get closer, I'm not doing it.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to get like far enough away, and I'm gonna like sit around the lake. Like I'm gonna sit, take off my pack, and just.
Or I do think that they can hear us.
Eupheme is bad at things.
And I look back at them for a reaction.
Cannot hear it. He has no reaction.
No, I don't
So-
think so.
There was a path for me to see. You did not see a path?
No, you disappeared into dust. Like the Archdruid did.
So, there. I trust you, okay? Because I'm going to die.
Okay.
So you have to have it in your best judgment who you tell this information to.
Okay.
Do you want me to tell you the information or no?
Yes.
Yes. And I'm going to...
Tell her everything you saw.
Tell her everything I saw. I'm gonna relay the
The
letter.
letters.
Yeah.
Did you take the letters?
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah. Okay.
I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, you're not
pull
gonna pull it
but,
out
like,
because yeah.
I'm gonna relay, and so
So this ring was on the matron mother. And in my pack, I will not show you. But I have... I really forget what it's called. I have the keystone of... the
Keystone of the All Soul.
keystone of the All Soul.
What is that?
It was described as the matron mother's gems, matron mother's...
You have that?
Shut up. Quiet.
You took it? You took it? You took it?
Yes,
Why?
because I thought it would be a good idea. It was described as it is the key to our people.
Yes, and Hector is collecting them and bringing them to Cruel. Where we are going.
Well, they're from Cruel. That's where they were created.
Yes, and don't you think they're collecting them for a purpose? Wait. This was Zatharis Malorian, you said? This was Zatharis Malorian.
Yes, I have a crown in my pack as well.
We went to her tomb.
Yes.
Her sarcophagus is the one that was shaped.
All right. Well, I saw her body, and I found her place, and it was protected for only the people that were selfless, and only had the good of heart for our people in mind, that could see the path. So I guess I was chosen.
But you took the stone,
Yes.
and we're going to Cruel.
If I last long enough to get there, sure. I could go put this back if you'd like. I just think that if it is powerful enough, it is ours, our people's. It was meant to be found by someone who was selfless.
Yes, I understand. I'm not saying that I wouldn't like to have it and like to understand what it is, but we're going to Cruel. And if Hector found what he thought was Zatharis Malorian's tomb, and he took what he thought was her
Well,
keystone.
it seems like there
And
are
it's
many
not.
stones.
Yes, but that was supposed to be Zatharis Malorian's tomb. It might have been a fake. Her crown might have been a fake.
Yes, I have a real crown in my pack right now. The crown she was wearing on her head.
So then what they took was probably a fake, which is... I don't know. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what he's doing, but I can't help but think that that's a good thing. Right?
That they were fake?
Yes.
I agree. That's why I'm not Hector. I'm not giving these things to Hector.
But if you walk in to Cruel with it,
That's
do
why
you think you can keep them from taking it?
That's why I'm telling you. Maybe there's a place we could hide it and put it somewhere.
Yeah.
Because if I'm the person that can find that place, if I go put it back, maybe no one else will be able to find it because our people will be wiped out. So it is now or never. If that makes sense. Because I will be dead. And no one else will be able to find that place. And maybe that's what it's supposed to do there. But at the same time, if this gives us any chance, any fighting chance to help our people, then I'm gonna take it. Because that is my purpose in life.
What did the letter say? What did the letter say it does? What was the point of it?
It just said it said something along the lines of it is similar in arcane resonance to the matron mother pearls, but far more powerful. I made sure the magic of this place.
So it's not... So the pearls and then this keystone are two different things.
Yes, this is far more powerful than any of those pearls.
I hate this. I don't want to make a decision. I hate it.
It is not, you do not have to make a decision. Just do not tell the others. Unless if you need to. But do not give this to Hector.
I don't want to. I don't know what he is even gathering these things for.
Good.
He's obviously dismissing... He's obviously dismissing the runes to keep out undead.
Would you like me to go put it back and have it be lost forever?
It doesn't need to be lost forever.
No one else will be able to find it.
It can come back here.
Who?
If we survive in Cruel, we can come back here.
What if But is Titus going to be in Cruel?
No. Titus won't be in Cruel for another 2 months.
I'm the only chance you have of getting this back.
I know.
Would you like to risk me going to Cruel and surviving?
I'm just gonna talk through
All right.
what I'm thinking because I don't know what to do.
All right.
So there's this All Soul. We have no idea what that does. We
Yes.
have no idea what that is.
Right.
But there's an All Soul. It's in Cruel. Obviously, the Liches overtook Cruel probably because they found out what the All Stone was. The All Soul was. And these pearls and this keystone were sent out to the matron mothers before the Liches took Cruel. Yes?
Yes, I would guess so, because the other letter was about
No
the
dates!
takeover of Cruel. All I say is there could have been a matron mother's stone or whatever on her coffin or sarcophagus.
Yes, there could have been one of the pearls.
Yes, but this one, she specifically made it so that only the person that was selfless for our people could find a path to her throne room. There was a throne, there was a temple.
But she was a matron mother.
Yes.
If there was something that could have been done with the keystone, taking it to Cruel, doing something for our people, why would she not have done it?
Because I believe she received in the other letter, it said there was nothing in your power that you could do now.
And what is within our power that we can do that's more than what they could have?
I don't know.
They've had thousands more years.
Well, they were dead.
What?
Who?
The Liches.
Oh, well, they couldn't find this place.
I know. And if we take what they might have been looking for right to them,
That's why I'm saying I don't want to take it to them.
I don't want to take it to them either.
But at the same time, if we take it, it might be my last chance. If I could take it and do something. We have no idea what it does, but what if it gives us a wish?
Can I see it?
Sure. I just open up the pack,
I'm gonna
look in. It's fucking big. It's like the only thing in my fucking pack.
I'm gonna spend a minute.
It's like a fucking big ass, like, look like a soccer ball. Hey, man.
I'm gonna spend a minute changing one of my prepared spells, so I don't have to ritual cast Identify.
Okay.
It's a first
So
level
while you're
spell.
doing that,
Okay,
Icklid, you eventually make it to the bathhouse. You see the obsidian, you see the two statues of robed figures with the locks and chains upon their necks. You walking in?
Yeah, walking in. Yeah.
Okay, so you walk in, the clouds storm a bit as you walk in, reflecting your inner thoughts. Small bouts of lightning, the rain a little bit heavier.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to make my way towards the. Is it just one bath, or is
It's a one large bath.
Yeah. So I'll make my way to like one of the edges, and I will. I'll take my pack. I'll set everything down. I will undress.
Okay. That's just like,
and then I will step into the bath.
okay.
And then get down. How deep is it?
It's about, I mean, it depends on how far you, at the center, it's about 6 feet deep, but at the edges, it's only about 3, so that you can sit.
Yeah, sure. So I just want to sit enough to where it just like covers the shoulders down.
Okay.
And I'll float in it. And you said I can will it to be any temperature, right?
Yeah, so as you sit there,
Yeah.
without even thinking, what type of temperature would Icklid want it to be?
No, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
And I want to make the water boil.
Okay.
Oh.
So it. Make a Constitution saving throw.
The man's like, I'm out of here.
Damn. 16.
16. Okay. You take 5 points of scorching damage
Okay.
as you sit there. Your
Never.
skin begins to slough off,
Oh.
flake, bubble a bit as you're being cooked alive.
Bats.
It's like bad.
How long are you sitting there?
I remain in it.
For how long?
Do I have an idea of like at a certain time when I would like I don't know, like blackout or
When you lose consciousness, yeah.
well yeah, but like prior to that, would I begin to feel it or
Yeah, you would know your limit.
okay.
So you want to try and tread that line?
Yeah, I want to try and hit my limit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So make another Constitution saving throw. Okay.
Dirty 20.
Okay. Bads is at the corner,
Mhm.
sitting there. You take 8 points of scorching damage. Make another con save.
Okay. That one.
Okay. You take 15 points of scorching damage.
Yep.
Make another con save.
Yikes, man.
6.
Okay.
Yikes, dude.
You take
The fuck were you at?
18 points of damage.
Oh, because you
Staying
took a short
in?
rest.
Yeah.
Make a con save.
Yikes, dude.
21.
Okay.
21.
6 points of scorching damage. Staying in.
Mm-hmm.
Con save.
At 20.
Nat 20.
Uh-huh.
Okay. You take 3 points of scorching damage.
Mm-hmm.
Make another con save.
11.
Okay.
Don't need to be that aggressive with the dice throw.
You take 21 points of scorching damage. Your skin now peeling from you. You begin to feel your muscles tense as they do begin to cook within.
And then at this point is when I do an attempt to throw myself out.
Then I'm going to have you make a wisdom save to see if you can stop the water in time.
Okay. 22.
Okay, yeah. So you don't need to jump out. The water
Okay.
stops boiling in an instant. But you see flakes of your skin.
Yeah. So okay. At that point, I would want to like crawl out.
Okay.
Up,
Each contact you make with the stone is unimaginable pain. Every bit of skin that you had is long gone, or your nerves on fire. As the coarseness of even obsidian feels like you're grinding on sandpaper. You, Baz just.
And as I'm able to like get out and like drop into like a fetal position, and I'll just go. I'm sorry, Dad. I'm sorry, Family.
What are you apologizing for? That was me. It's not your fault. It should be me boiling in there, not you, man.
No, I just did that.
Did what? You boiled yourself. You don't need to apologize. It's my fault.
And then, I feel like at some point I would just pass out, or I just want to like will myself to just.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
So you pass out, and
Yeah.
Baz flows into the book as you lose consciousness. Okay. After about a minute, you switch your spell.
I cast Identify on the orb.
It has no innate magical use that you can discern. It is almost like it is encrypted, like it is a single part of a massive whole. You gather that there is magic,
It's just big boy.
though as you have to stop, for it is far too much for you to comprehend.
That gave me absolutely nothing.
All right.
It's immensely powerful, and I can't tell at all what it is or what it does.
Will you trust your hero?
Yes, I do.
Because he would probably know what this does. Or if
Maybe. He's never been to Cruel.
That's okay, but at least he'd know what to do with it.
I agree that it would be good to get another opinion.
Right. And he would like to see possibly a Major Mother's crown uncorrupted.
Yes. And we can leave the door open. In case it is a good idea to leave it, then you can go back.
That is true, but I could just bring the key back and unlock it for myself.
What do you mean?
We don't want to leave the door open.
We can stand at the door.
Oh, I understand. Just me right then.
Yes, you can just go back in and put it back, and then we can lock the door.
Agreed.
Okay.
But don't tell anyone else.
I won't.
Good.
You guys walking back?
Oh, I'm stressed.
Is everything okay?
Yes, everything's fine.
Yes. Is everything okay with you?
I think so. It's been a weird day. I almost died.
Yes. Strange day. Did you get what you wanted to look for? Just to see a city like this?
Yes, I did.
Good. Eupheme, how about you? Are you doing okay?
It's another day.
Just another day, of course it is. Where's the boy?
He still is not back yet.
How long has he been gone?
It's only been
About 20 or 30 minutes at this point.
All right.
Okay. Should we give him more time, or should I send to him?
Send to him.
Sure. I don't know.
Just ask him what time he decides to come down.
Okay. Send Iglid.
Cannot reach him.
Oh, we need to go.
All right. And just...
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dagamore is across the stones.
Yeah.
Vivian follows in suit. Commodore falls a bit behind, but he's...
I'm kidding. I know. I'm kidding.
But,
You can. Are you?
yeah, Dagamorus and Eupheme, pretty equal in
I think he's
Eupheme due to
much
his...
faster. Because I'm encumbered.
You are encumbered, so yeah, that is true. Eupheme eventually overtakes Dagamorus, sprints up the stairs about 30 seconds before Dagamorus can get there second. Eupheme, you go in and you see an unconscious, flayed Iglid upon the ground, his muscles spasming and cooked in some places.
Healing word. Yeah, the healing word, and then I'll go to the door and try to block Dagamorus from going in.
Okay. So, how much healing are you getting?
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8 points of
12.
healing. 12 points of healing. Okay, so you
12
heal him.
points of healing.
His skin begins to crawl across his body once more. And you see bits of the muscle begin to... veins coursing back through them as they had burst within the water. However, as you do so, the book flutters open, and on the page that says the blood, underneath it, etches the suffering. And you need to make a wisdom saving throw.
You unlocked a level of Evil Book.
No, you feel.
You unlocked the level of Evil Book.
Yeah. Let's level up on evil, baby. Boom, boom.
Fuck, you guys. God, fuck. Damn.
Wisdom save 16.
16. Okay, that fails. So,
You're fucked.
you see an island, massive, stony, craggy, surrounded by rough seas of blood, and then that is what you see. Are you turning around and trying to keep Dagamorus out? You have about 10 seconds.
No, I'm gonna fucking stare at the fucking wall.
Okay, so Iglid, you still in immense pain. Bads crawls from the book.
You're alright then, boy. You need to stop burdening yourself. It was my fault.
And I turn and I see Eupheme.
And then Dagamorus, you crawling.
What happened?
I don't know. I came in and found him like this.
Get your... I'm gonna go grab his clothes.
Okay.
You're good. I'll healing word as well.
Okay.
At the first level. So just...
Angrily healing
seven,
word.
7 points of healing.
Okay.
Just...
More of your skin begins to crawl. You notice that his hands are white, without blooded circulation as the veins.
I'll just healing word again. 5 points of healing.
Alright.
Again, 6 points of healing. So 11 total for that.
Okay. Again, your veins begin to spread out across your limbs once more.
Can you get your clothes on?
Aye.
I can help you. At least cover up.
Hey, boy, you can have some, boy. You go taking the days too. Hey, you're good. You're good.
Alright, you're gonna tell us what happened later.
I put my clothes on.
Did someone attack you?
Nothing happened till
In common.
Yeah.
Okay.
I heard him on accident.
On accident.
Yes. I don't have much control over the power. And I heard the Pope away again. It's my fault.
Now is the worst time to.
I agree. But it was not my intention. The pool didn't like me. I thought it would be funny. Perhaps in above. It won. And I couldn't heal him because he went unconscious.
Alright. Can I insight a little creature?
That's a good lie, guys. That's a good lie.
Sure.
That's it.
A natural 20.
Fuck off.
Okay, he's gonna roll deception then against that because it's
And it's
natural.
23 total.
Yeah. Rolled a 17 plus 12, but it's a natural 20.
Plus 12.
Plus
But it's a natural 20?
12?
Oh,
Yeah,
well, mine's
no,
a natural 20.
Yours is a
Oh, sorry,
natural
I thought-
20. You automatically succeed.
Yeah.
He would have had to roll a natural 20. You see he's lying, but
But I also see that there's something else.
he doesn't seem malicious in his lying. But he is lying. You know a lie, but you know the types of lies as well.
Alright.
And he sees your recognition.
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright.
Alright.
Let's get out of here.
Let's get out of here. Can I just carry you?
I'm sorry, Glenn.
I'm gonna carry you, okay?
Yeah, carry him.
Alright.
We're going back in the book.
I don't fight. I'll let you pick me up.
Okay. And he back into the book.
Just.
Alright. You can get his stone stick.
Sure. And the pack.
What happened
his
here?
Pack as well.
Yeah, did I get there though?
Commodore and Vivian get there as well as you guys are picking him up. What happened here? What's going on?
They sat in the bath, and it doesn't matter. He got injured by entering the bath.
Okay. Huh. Interesting.
Let's go.
Then let's go then.
We're going. Alright. Start.
Okay.
Do I still see like burns on him and stuff?
No, at this point the healing is basically healed everything
his
but
clothes on.
internal pain that he feels.
Okay.
The nerves, the nerve endings are still on fire for Euclid, but every physical injury that you can see is gone through all the healing. Okay. So you cross the bridge, Dagamoris carrying a wounded Euclid on his shoulders, stones bobbing. You see quite nicely the moon reflecting off of the water as you lay on Dagamoris' shoulder. Eventually, you walk past the barracks and you walk back down the hall leading to the door opened by moonlight, passing all the gorgeous busts of Erelendi and windows looking out into nothingness, and back to your hero, who waits patiently at the small room just before it all. You hear laughing stemming from him heartily, actually, as he reads the book Vivian gave him. Oh, puts it down. What happened? Who did it?
It was an what did you call it? An automaton?
Automaton.
Did you do it, Dagamoris?
He didn't. It was an arcane explosion from an automaton.
Persuasion check.
Yeah, this is important.
persuasion check.
Any chance I can like assist that?
I'll say you can assist it because both of you are saying. You trust Vivian far more than you trust Agamor.
I know. Just like they're going to
14!
14. Yeah, he has a passive insight of like 20, so. Are you okay, Eglin?
It hurts.
Yahiro, can we talk? Just you and I. And Vivian if
Here
Vivian.
now.
Not now.
Well, what is it? Spit it out. Because Icklid is in pain.
It is fine. We can leave. I'll talk to you in the city. Lock the
Fine.
door.
I'm gonna lock the door. I'm gonna attempt to.
And Yahiro walks. I will carry Icklid.
All right.
And he casts levitate and flies through the path. Okay, so you stand in front of the door, and as you reach out, the door comes to your hand.
Ooh. That's cool.
Put the key in. The key was in out, by the way. You left the key in.
Oh.
It couldn't get out. So as you reach for it, it
So
You
cool!
pull it out.
God,
That's
Erla and I are so cool.
Okay. Are you all going back through the tunnels?
Yes.
Yes.
I won't have you roll any constitution or
Thank
anything like that. You swim and climb out of the well. You pull yourself up from the well, seeing the town of Pools once again. Though no moonlight bathes it, the clouds above fully blocking its beauty. As the last of you crawl out from the well, rain begins to fall from the sky. Small droplets, though it fills you with a sense of dread as you look back upon the city. Far less magnificent than the city below, and filled with the true reality of the world. All right, let's go to my house again, then.
Yes. Please.
Hopefully the bear hasn't done anything.
Worst he would do is shit or something.
Yes, hopefully.
He's a good guy.
I'm sure he is. Let's go. And he leads you all to the house. Eventually get there. You open the door. You smell no feces, but the bear looks back at you, round and large. Runs to you, Eupheme. Commodore. I'll make everyone some food then. Yahiro silently goes over to the side and leans you down.
Hi, Yahiro.
Hello, Eglid. Are you feeling okay?
No.
Yeah, it doesn't help look it. I wish I could heal you. Did they heal you?
Yeah. They healed me.
Good. Just sit there and we'll get some food in you.
Yahiro.
What did you see?
It was something that was meant to protect the university. It saw that I was a traitor to my people, and it attacked us.
It must have been hard.
Yes, but not as hard as it was for England.
But obviously, you don't need to say it. What did you have to talk to me about?
Privately.
Why?
Because.
Please.
Persuasion check.
Who?
Both it.
Much better. Dirty 20.
Take hers.
Okay.
I rolled a natural 1 plus 12 or whatever. So.
Okay. Fine. Eupheme, you can look after Icklid, yes.
Yeah, sure. Don't mind me.
What are you making, Commodore? And he... I am not sure. Maybe some pasta, if everyone is okay with that.
Yes, that sounds great.
Okay. And then he watches as you guys go out into the alleyway. Stand in the rain, a gentle breeze through the alley. His hair flutters in the back.
I have a friend of mine who's an artificer. He remedied his own arms when they were injured. I was going to contact him and see if I could get him to...
Was this what you wanted to talk to
No.
me about?
I don't know what this is about.
Then, what is it?
And we're far away from the door? No one's going to be spying on us?
If you want to get that far, you can certainly try. Make a perception check to see if you are.
Perception. And it's not bright out, so
It is not.
23.
23. Okay, yeah, you don't see any prying eyes.
So, there was a secret path that only I could see. For the matron mother,
Okay.
I found her body.
What? Wait, no. What?
Yes.
Yes. So, do you want me to make it fast or do you want me to go into detail?
No, it is fine.
Okay. So there was a secret path that could only be found by the selfless that was selfless for our people, the Erlandi. I was the only one that could see it.
Okay.
And
I know.
I found it and it was her home, like a throne room. Went up to her
Okay.
bed. She was there.
Yes,
found her.
I've been to Zathar's Malarian's throne.
Good. Currently in my pack I have her crown, I have a ring on my finger, and I have the keystone of the All Soul in my pack as well, which is, do you know what that is? Have you heard of it?
Show him the letters.
I can show you.
Yeah, he reads them. I have no idea what any of this is,
All right.
but
Do you think I should
I-
put it back?
I know what the pearls of the matron mothers are. I wasn't aware that they signified anything other than just a jewel that was to be put on the reigning matron mothers' crowns during the creation of Cruel and whatever they were doing within. Apparently, your father is looking for them, though this appears to be different, yes? Appears to be from Cruel and sent by that general.
Yes.
It is obvious the liches are looking for it.
Yes.
Should we put it back? Because if I'm the only place that the person that could find that matron mother's home, should I put it back? I believe it's the only thing that could help me save my people. And I believed it was good to take it out.
I'm hesitant because obviously that's something that they are going to want.
Yes, I understand
And
that.
we're walking right into their land.
Yes, I understand that. I would not recommend bringing it to Cruel. In fact, I would think you very stupid to do that.
So where should I put it? Back?
I don't know. I don't know. It was very clear that it was both a blessing and a curse, from what they said. I don't know. I don't know what it does. The liches want it, yes, but maybe we want it. I don't know.
All right.
I don't know how to beat the liches. I don't know where their phylacteries are. I don't know why they're doing what they're doing. At this point, we have an upper hand by having it. But if you die, Dagamaris, then I'm not more powerful than the last vestiges of a matron mother's strength at the pinnacle of their power and at the cradle of the very depths of Hecate's worship. There are very few that are. I do not... Perhaps Gamarian could break through it, but he did not break into the city, so... And I'm sure he has tried to find it. I don't know who else would get it if Dagamaris dies.
All right.
He couldn't make his way in. He couldn't make his way into the city, so it's possible we could just hide it in the city.
Who? Where?
I don't know. We'd have to find a place for it.
Who could make it? Oh, you could make it in the city.
Any of us who could take the key. Any of us who survives.
Correct.
Okay.
I could do that.
Yes, that sounds okay. Anyone who isn't undead, it seemed, could walk in. So why don't you... It is getting late. Would you like to go down today?
Go
Yes.
down. I can go down right now.
I'll go with him.
Okay. Just the two of you.
Yes, there's nothing down there to harm us.
Are you sure?
send to you if anything happens.
We should eat first with Icklid.
Yes.
Yes.
Agreed.
And I agree. I think you should bring it down tonight.
Good.
All right.
Thank you.
And then,
What?
as we're going back in, if Vivian, can you just be Hydro and I for a second?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. Yes, Dagger Morris.
The bat thing.
Yes.
It lied when it said that it was the one that hurt Icklid. I don't know. Obviously I can't read minds, but Icklid was injured by going into this bath of Hecate. You might be the one to talk to him, but it seemed like Baths was hiding something, but not maliciously. And Baths said that he was the one that hurt Icklid. I don't know what happened, but I had to heal part of him, so I just wanted you to know that because you seem to be Icklid's protector.
Thank you, Dagger Morris. I will look into that further.
All right.
You head back in?
Yes.
Okay, so you all sit for a bit. Commodore eventually, after about 15-20 minutes, serves up a large platter of spaghetti with some tomato sauce on top of it.
Nice.
Here everyone is. Long day, carbohydrate heavy.
Thank you.
It's heavy. Put extra sauce on. Everyone deserves it, I suppose. Please sit. Okay. You all eat?
Yeah, at this point, I'm just gonna take my full mask off. Fuck it. I'm tired of it.
Commodore. What?
Okay. Well, I did not know.
The automaton said, I thought you.
Yes.
Thank you for dinner.
Yes, absolutely. Dagger Morris, what's your passive perception?
Passive
He put
perception.
something in the food.
17.
He put something in the food.
You hear above on the second floor.
And I look around. Everyone's here. The bear's here.
Yeah.
Something's upstairs.
I didn't hear anything.
All right. I'm going to the bathroom. I stand up to go upstairs.
No.
Wait, I wanted to... There was a surprise I wanted to give you all. That's why I didn't let you go up there.
Are you next to me, Dagmars?
Yes.
I'm just gonna kind of pinch the back of your arm. Not super hard, just like.
It was just, a poem. If you would all like to come up.
What? Do you like inside this guy?
You can, if you want.
Oh,
I
shit.
mean, I fucking don't know.
Nope.
Nope.
'Kay.
I'm just fucking.
Is
But that doesn't
okay?
mean we believe him. We just means that we can't read him.
He
Yeah.
seems to be telling the truth.
All right.
But he said it was a poem, and Dagmars heard a sound.
He said he had something up there for you guys.
All right. What is upstairs?
A poem. I don't know. I didn't hear anything upstairs.
I heard something upstairs.
Okay, well then let's go check it out, and if...
No, there's a poem. That's okay. I love poems.
Good. Would you all like to join us?
Sure.
I don't know you very well, but...
Sure.
I mean, I've known them for a bit, so...
Oh, it was a poem for both of us.
Yes, yes.
Ah, I see. Thank you.
You don't
Sure
need
you
to...
don't want to talk alone?
No. I think that I've worked rather hard on it, and I've grown to know you both.
Yes. Thank you for the gift.
What?
Let's hear it.
Perfect.
Okay, so he goes upstairs.
No.
Are you going upstairs?
I thought we all go upstairs.
We need to go now.
Please, come. I don't know why you look so worried. I did not look even this afraid when
Where's
I found...
Yahiro?
He's right there. He's
I just look at Yahiro.
still inside him. Natural 20.
Oh, shit.
You do seem strange, Commodore.
Dagamaris and I have a little bit of business to attend to, and then we'd be happy to hear your poem.
I understand that. But please, I've been saving it, and I've been in a strange mood all day because of it. Especially after Dagomar snapped at me.
Sorry about snapping at you.
It is okay, but I've been anxious because I felt bad after our last meeting.
Why?
Because I was mean to you.
It's just a poem. Let's get it over with.
And I'll get up and I'll start following behind.
Yeah, you're on.
Yes. I will come with.
All right.
Take it back.
Okay.
And Commodore stops. Does someone want to get the doctor to look at Icklid? Maybe she can fashion a leg for him.
Not right now.
We can do that after your poem.
We want to hear the poem.
Okay, fine.
Yes.
And Icklid is hobbling up the stairs.
Icklid will look at you, Doctor, in a second. Let's hear this poem that he's written.
Sure.
Well,
Good idea.
I would like to. Would you like the doctor first?
No.
Okay, that is fine.
All right.
So you walk upstairs. Immediately, you are confronted with a bed with a chest right in front of it. Along with that, you see a bookshelf, but the bookshelf is empty and the books are scattered in piles along the floor. Along with that, you see a desk underneath a window, and he goes over to it. Please come.
I would like to look around the room.
Okay.
Not like poking, but
So make an investigation check.
I'm just gonna. Oh, I'm tired. I'm just gonna pull out my sword and just kind of lean against it.
Okay,
Do I see anything with the 16?
we'll get to that. Both of you.
It's creepy music, guys.
I know.
Both of you.
Noise. Yeah.
Both of you begin to feel strange. A tingling at your fingertips as if you were intoxicated,
Put something in our food!
though you have consumed no liquor. Your feet struggle to stay planted upon the ground, and your knees begin to feel like jelly. Sounds flutter in and out of your senses like oil slipping through wetted soil, and the smell of something vile stings each of your nose hairs. You two, as they struggle to comprehend what is happening, are led to the desk. Okay, I'm looking for something. So, he scrounges around and he,
Vivian's very jumpy.
I wanted to thank all of you for your assistance
I
in what has happened. And as you are doing this,
Damn it, man.
as you are doing this, Dagamaris or Vivian, you open up the chest and you see a gagged Commodore Bliss in the chest. A bright beam of cold energy pierces through the side of the chest and through the temple of young Commodore Bliss. His jaw goes slack and his eyes lazily roll to the opposite sides of his head. You look back to see what you thought was Commodore Bliss's clothes begin to hover and his facial expression morph into one of vile condescension and pleasure. His feet begin to push from the ground, hovering slightly above the wooden planks of the home, and his form begins to melt away like wax upon a steel rod. You begin to see new clothes explode out from the cramped confines of whatever spell held them, the bottoms of a cerulean blue robe lined in gold. The fabric spills out, each bit of it floating as if submerged in water, until eventually you see two long and thick ribbons shoot out from the chest of this new person's form. They hover like tentacles out from them before his neck is revealed, dark skin. Then his mouth curled into a vicious smile. Then his eyes looking down at all of you with villainous glee before his entire body is revealed. His sharp face sat beneath a short-cut afro. Before you, you see the Archmage of Divination, Baldric for Servius.
God damn this motherfucker! Fuck! We knew we should have left.
All of you need to make Initiative roll.
I knew we should have left it in there!
Damn.
I knew we should have left it in there. Immediately I was like, we are not touching that.
I
thing.
knew we should have left it in there.
Actually, I need all of you to leave the room first. Every single one of you go out into the living room, please.
Oh, fun.
What?
A few moments later.
Eupheme, you witness as Baldric for Servius floats off the ground, looks at all of you before he into the air. Flutters off. Yahiro tries to counterspell it.
Oh, counterspell. I didn't prepare that.
As a reaction, fails.
Oh.
Okay,
I'm going.
Eupheme, what are you doing?
I'm running.
Where are you running?
I'm running to the bear.
Okay, so you run down below.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I definitely want to check. Well, is he there? He's not there, is he?
no, he is not.
Okay, then. Yeah.
So the bear's right there,
Big bear.
and you.
Oh, and Commodore's dead now. Damn it.
Nope, that's Yahiro.
Just fucking.
He killed a paladin of Bahamut. He killed a paladin of Bahamut. Cleric of Bahamut.
Yeah.
There you go. So
Dirty
that is where
bitch.
you are. What are you doing after that?
I don't have any plans. I'm just there to be next to the bear.
Okay. It is now Yahiro's turn, and he is just going to run to Dagamaris. Are you okay? What is happening?
Right here. She must have put something in my food.
Looks to Vivian also. And he's going to prepare Firebolt so he doesn't lose his spell if he shows up again. It is now Icklid's turn.
Okay. I mean, I'm just gonna turn around to everybody again. What's going on?
Wow, you're so fun.
Okay, so that is what you
That's my
say.
turn. Yeah.
Vivian, what are you doing?
I'm using the Pearl of Power to restore a 5th level spell slot.
Okay, crush it in your hand. You, the rage keeping you going a little bit longer.
Oh my god, I'm gonna pass out.
The bear
Why?
is just going to sit right next to
Pass
you.
out.
Oh, that's what's happening. Sorry, I was like, what?
The bear sits next to you. Worried. Okay, it's now Dagamaris' turn.
Now here. Do you want the pack?
Why?
Right here. What should I do?
I don't know. Who is this person?
Archmage for service.
No, keep it on you. I'll be doing most of the fighting.
Okay.
Okay? You do anything other than that? No, that's your turn.
No, I really can't.
It is now Baldric for Servius' turn. And he teleports in the middle of the street.
Oh, he's gonna burn this house down.
Come now. What is everyone waiting for? And he fires a fireball. 7th level. Off in the distance. You hear as the fires rage in the distance. I'm waiting. Okay. It is now Eupheme's turn.
If I hear that, I'm running out to meet him.
Okay.
I'm going to.
Go, Eupheme, go, Eupheme, go,
So-
Eupheme.
5, 10, 15, 20.
I have that.
Run out.
What is he? Divination.
Potion, don't I?
Yeah, every time you cast
Companion's
a
Great Boon. Which one was that? Was that the one that makes the bear grow really big?
Do you have what it does?
No.
You also
I
need to
just wrote
prepare
down
it by drinking it beforehand.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
It doesn't matter. I'm gonna hex him.
Okay.
With my pack hex.
Okay. He did already
Wait, no,
cast Stone Skin, by the way,
Yes. Hexblade's
Dirty.
Curse.
and Mage Armor.
All right. Hexblade's Curse. I'm going to. Okay. How far have I moved already?
20.
I'm going to move around this corner.
Okay. So 25.
Well, okay. Can I get around the corner? 25. No, probably not.
No.
30.
Mhm.
God. We're doing the Eldritch Blast.
Okay, make an attack roll.
That's a 22.
That hits, yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and roll the second one.
Yeah.
That's a 19.
Yeah, those both hit.
12 plus 3, 15.
So 15?
Yeah.
Okay, so you pull out your deck of ethereal cards, he... Warlocks have always been sort of weak, huh?
Yeah, we'll see.
That is your turn. Are you doing anything else?
Sick burn. Boom.
No, that's action, bonus action movement.
Okay.
Just stare him down.
It is now Yahiro's turn. He...
He's singing.
Blade Song is activated. His speed is now 60.
Nice.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60.
Get his ass.
Let's go.
Get him. Get him. Get him.
So,
Get him.
in almost a blink of an eye, your hair, as Yahiro, his blade, only partly unsheathed, cuts out towards his neck. And Baldric. Okay. He's going to attack twice. That hits. That hits.
Nice. That's what we like to see. That's what we like to
Yes.
see. Yahiro's
Yes. Wow, that felt so good.
So it is 18 points of damage. He ignores any benefit of stone skin. Hey. Cauterizes the wound on his neck. Okay.
They get hurt.
It is now Icklid's turn.
Okay. So I hear the fireball and the screaming.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, go. Don't ask me to fight. I can't fight.
No.
That's my turn.
That's your turn.
Yep.
Okay. It is now Vivian's turn.
Do I think that whatever effect is happening is physical or magical? I'm fading, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm casting Dispel Magic on myself.
Okay. Nothing happens.
Fuck! Okay, well, I'm running. I'm starting to run.
Okay, where are you going?
Down.
5. Okay. 10,
Spell slot? Alright.
15, 20, 25, 30.
Ooh. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, well, I guess I'll just try and hit him as hard as I possibly can.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Oh, yeah. Okay. It is now the bear's turn. The bear is going to barrel out. Yep. 5, 10, push past Vivian, 15, 20, and he's just going to get between you and the mage. Like, okay, and he's going to prepare to attack if the mage gets any closer. Dagamaris, it is your turn.
I'm going to run up to the window that's facing.
So you jump onto the bed and you look out.
We got the window.
Yes.
Can I cast a spell at the window?
Yes, you absolutely can.
Okay, I'm going to cast Fairy Fire specifically so that it only hits for Servius. Because it's a 20-foot square.
Sure, I'll allow it.
And it's
He needs to make a
Dex saving
Dex
throw,
save.
which should probably fucking high, but...
Natural 1.
Let's go! So
Yes,
an advantage against any attack for him. Yes, for up to a minute. So 10
Okay,
minutes.
he. All right.
Okay,
Is that your turn?
That's my turn.
Okay.
Can I back away? Well, I'd probably move 10. Can I just back away from the window? Like, shoot it and then, like, back away?
Yeah. So you back away.
Cool, thank you.
Okay. Baldric looks at Vivian.
No, leave me alone. I didn't cast Mage Armor.
Then he looks back at Yahiro.
Yeah.
And he slaps him across the face.
What a bitch!
He just, Yahiro.
Yahiro must make a con save now.
Slap.
What is he doing? Inflict
Slap
wounds?
battles.
You think he's inflicting wounds?
Okay. That sucks. That is a 6 + 4. That was power word stun.
Oh.
It's an 8th level spell. He
Oh.
is stunned indefinitely until he can break free.
Oh.
So, Yahiro. Okay. And Baldric. Okay, now that that is out of the way. It is now Euphem's turn.
Eupheme is going to take a deep breath, reach into his deck, and pull out the death card.
Okay.
Wave it in front of his hands as it expands. And then he's going to fall into it, appearing on the other side.
He is going to cast Counterspell.
Is it a spell?
It is a spell.
It doesn't have any. Okay. It's an invocation.
Invocations can be counterspelled.
Okay.
What?
So he.
Wow.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. It makes
No,
me
no,
feel
no.
it's almost-
Fuck. So that's my bonus action.
It's a kick-ass bonus action, though.
But he does gain back, because he cast an 8th level spell, he gains back the 4th level spell that he cast.
What?
What the fuck? What the fuck? What are we supposed to do?
Excuse me? I have one spell slot.
What are you doing?
I'll just cast. I'll just cast Eldritch Blast again.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Wait, you got advantage, my guy. Advantage.
You do have advantage.
That's a crit.
Oh, nice.
Roll the other one. That's also a crit.
Let's go!
19.
Okay.
16 plus 6 plus 4.
So 28 or 26?
26.
Wow. Alright, so you. The card narrowing and becoming a little bit longer as the force of it cuts through the friction of the air as it. Okay.
And I'll move. I'll stay with the bear.
Okay. It is now Yahiro's turn. He's going to try and break free of this stun.
Come on, your hero.
Succeeds. He.
Yes!
Okay. It is now Icklid's turn.
I'll like look at Dagmar's, and I'll hobble over to the window
Okay.
to see what's going on.
Okay, so you peek through the window, and you see the Archmage Yahiro in front of him.
And I will hesitate for a turn.
Okay,
So I don't do
pass.
anything, yeah.
Okay,
It's all good.
it is Vivian's turn.
Since he used his reaction, I'm using my 1 5th level spell slot to cast telekinesis on his wand. He has to succeed on a strength save.
Okay,
Or a strength check. Contested.
okay. Okay, what is it? What'd you roll?
6.
9.
Oh.
So he pulls it away.
Ah, my 1 5th level spell slot! I feel fine about it. I feel totally fine about that.
You need more force than that.
Shut the fuck up, you dirty ass.
I'll let Rocket know that you're weak.
I said that exact thing. I said, shut the fuck up, you dirty ass. I just want to say. I didn't say
I
that.
said.
Okay.
I'm gonna take partial cover in the. Pretend I'm halfway in the doorway. I'm gonna
Okay.
take like half cover.
Half cover. Okay, sounds good.
That sucks.
It is now
Sucks.
the bear's turn. Not going to approach the mage as it troubles him, but he will prepare to attack if it gets near. It is now Dagamaris' turn.
I'm gonna go back up on the bed next to Icklid to look out the window.
Well, he peeked off. Okay, right there. Okay,
I'm going to cast Firebolt,
okay.
which would be a 15 to hit, which
That hits.
hits. Let's fucking go.
Wow, he's weak as fuck. He's stone skin and mage armor. His AC is 15. What a little puss. What a little pussy.
14 points of damage,
Yeah. Okay.
and then
Oh,
I'm
they're
going
gonna hit him with something,
I'm
though.
going to use whatever to do quicken to do it
Yeah.
again.
Quicken.
That is a 16 to hit,
Yes, that hits.
and that is that's 4 points of damage.
4 points of damage. Excellent. So the glass shatters out from the window, raining down on you as the 2 fireballs. I see all of you are down here. Good. And he teleports away back into this room. You. Hello, Dagamaris. You tried to threaten me, yes? Let's see how that goes. And as a bonus action, he is going to drink a healing potion.
That dirty bitch. I'm coming for his ass.
Does he still have fairy fire?
Yes, he's still affected by fairy fire because he failed to save.
How long does that last?
It lasts until a minute, or until I lose concentration.
Wow, that was piss healing.
Haha.
6
Ha ha
healing.
ha ha.
Or sorry, 7 healing. Oops.
Oh.
Okay.
Makes bad potions.
He,
too. Sucks.
he drinks it up. It is now Eupheme's turn.
Can I see him?
No, you cannot see him.
Yeah. I guess I'm running back in the house.
All right?
Wait, do I know if that's where he went? Like,
You don't.
Yeah, then I'm just fucking looking for him.
Okay, make a perception check.
Perception. 19 plus 4, 23.
You did hear him.
In the room,
Mhm.
speaking.
Because the window shattered. You hear them.
Is that my action?
Yes, it was your action to perceive.
Can I use my bonus action to inform?
No.
Okay.
No.
That's...
Vivian is blocking the doorway right now, by the way.
Yeah, I'll
Push
just
me out of the
wait
way.
then.
That would require an action.
I'll just
Sorry.
wait.
Okay, so you wait. Okay, it is now Yahiro's turn, and he is also going to try and perceive where he is. He does, and he looks behind,
Did I see Yahiro see that?
and he is able to 5, 10, 15, and jump in through the window.
Hi, Joe.
Nice, I
He's
see.
going to push you out of the way
Okay.
and land on the bed. That is his point. Is he?
He's so cool.
Okay, Icklid, it is your turn.
Okay.
You turn around and see the Archmage.
This is what power's for, Vivian.
Nice. Get it.
Yeah. And I
Advantage.
cast Witch Bolt.
Okay,
Advantage.
make an attack roll.
That's good. Close. 26.
Yeah, that hits.
Uh-huh.
27 points of damage.
Get it.
Okay, so Bads as the lightning out towards Baldric, who. All right, is that your turn?
And bonus action, I will use Healing Light on myself.
Yeah, do that.
Okay, great. That's it.
Okay, and Bads reaches over as he still maintains the lightning as it bathes you. Okay. Vivian's turn.
Okay, well, I saw Yahiro run up there, so I'm
What is
gonna...
your passive perception?
I hope y'all saw that.
My passive perception is 18 now.
Since you were in the room, you heard that.
Okay, cool. I'm going to... I'm gonna run up the stairs as far as I can get.
Okay.
I know I won't be able to be in touch range of
5,
him, though.
10, 15, 20. Yes, you will.
What?
25 right here. You are in touch range.
I'm in touch range? Okay. I'm just gonna reach one clawed hand. I'm gonna bite my own arm.
Okay.
Actually, no. I'm gonna rake my own arm, and I'm gonna reach the bloodied
Ah,
hand
that's
out,
fine.
and I'm gonna try and rake my hand down his neck.
Okay. He turns just as you're about to do this. Make an attack roll.
Advantage.
Oh, I do get advantage.
Yes, you do.
Ha! First roll is an 18.
Okay.
Heads.
Second roll is bigger than that.
That hits.
I'm gonna roll my Grim Harvest damage to myself. Oh. Wow, full fucking damage to myself. Why not? It's fine. I have temporary HP.
Temporary HP. Let's go.
Cool. Thanks, Euclid.
You're welcome.
Okay, cool. So that's a bummer. That's fine. That's 4d10. 9. Hit.
And this is inflict wounds.
Yeah, this is inflict
Okay.
wounds at the second level.
Okay.
15, 18 points of necrotic damage.
He takes half.
He's resistant?
He is.
He's resistant to necrotic damage?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
So you, feral creature.
Don't talk to me.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Let me take a step back. No. No. No, I'm not. I'm gonna
Okay.
stay there.
Here's the bear's turn. Just gonna sit there. Dagamoris.
Bonus action, crush my tear gem.
Oh, get it.
Okay.
So you.
We gain fourth level spell slot.
Yes.
I'm gonna walk up to him.
Get him.
Inflict wounds, 4th level.
Get him.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Get him.
So that is an 18 to hit.
That hits.
So 6d10. 12. Plus fucking math. 12 plus 16, so 28. Plus 8. 36 points of damage.
Okay. Yeah. So Dagamoris grasps, his fingers actually digging into the flesh of Baldric without even any magic existing as he vomits
nice,
black
nice.
sludge as you
Oh.
step
Yeah,
out of the
still
way.
does half, but-
None of it hitting you as you step out of the way. He. Good. Yes. Okay. He does take half though.
Am I still have my sword out? By the way?
Yes,
Just
I know.
'cause- yeah.
Okay. It is now his turn.
No. It's not.
Baldric stops for a second. An even larger smile carving through his lips. You are still so weak, both of you. I wonder. Oh, do you hear that? Do you hear it? Answer me, Dagamoris. Do you hear it? You begin to hear.
I was like, I don't know what I hear.
Begin to hear a loud thumping sound, followed by a myriad of loud metallic ones far in the distance. The ground begins to shake, and the rain begins to fall so much more heavily now. Baldric takes in a deep breath, taking in his surroundings, and looking back at you all with an unmistakable look of someone bathing in their own victory. It is inevitable. Yes. I have the god of death on my side. I have those who wield it so effortlessly that wield the very threads of fate. You could do nothing to me. And Raket still barely knows how to suffer.
Don't talk about him.
You will barely remember him when I am done with you. And you, what is it you have?
Can I
in
punch
that
him in the
bag?
face?
Absolutely, make an attack roll.
Advantage.
Yes, with advantage.
That is gonna hit.
Yeah, that hits.
I would like to team up after that.
And what?
Is this
You are
is this
failing.
a new initiative order?
It is going to be.
And what?
Okay.
It is
So-
going
This
to
is
be.
hand-to-hand
What is
combat. I
punching?
don't care
What
that
is-
I'm failing. I have.
No.
punch?
You're about to pass out.
I know. Can I?
No.
What is punch? Like what is?
It is a 1d6 for you.
1d6. Okay.
Mhm.
Plus your strength, correct?
It's cocked.
Yes, that was correct.
The last damage. I really.
So you.
I mean, like literally, like plus
Bit of
strength,
blood.
3 points of damage.
Yeah. You like that? Human blood? The sound of rain crashing against stone fills your ears for a long time as Baldric talks down to you. But that sound is interrupted by the sound of rain against many plates of metal. The ground beneath you quakes even more and a cacophony of grunts fill the air, along with the sound of water smacking against armor. You hear the sounds of marching and the gods of peace crying upon the fields of war. Their footsteps stop with the sound of yelling, only the chorus of rainfall left for what feels like many eternity. But that eternity of peace lasts in reality only a few seconds before the battle cries of the Dragon's Legion split through the wood and interrupt the very flow of time. You hear, "Charge!" You begin to see hundreds of people running up to you at the edge of town. That is what you see. You hear the plate mail greaves slam against the roads below, and the cries of refugees and townsfolk of Poole begin to accompany the already deafening sounds of reality. Blood-curdling screams echo out from all around the town. You hear the crashing of metal and wood as the legions of the king plow through the doors and walls of these people's homes. You hear the alchemical explosions detonate in the periphery, lighting up in green and black smoke. You hear the rending of flesh and the conquest against those who have already long been conquered. Roll another initiative order.
Oh.
Is my spell off now at this point?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, Baldric looks at you, seeing that you are still nearly doing anything. And he is going to place his hand on your head. And you are going to automatically fail as he casts...
What is he casting?
Cone of Cold.
What is it? Evocation?
It is evocation.
Then it's disadvantage. But is
Then
it
you-
automatically still?
No, actually, no. I will allow you to roll at advantage for the save, which is a Constitution save.
21
Okay.
or dirty 20.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. So you grip the band as it flutters through you. Interesting. You feel the 150-mile-an-hour winds down into your throat.
Yikers.
You take. I'm just gonna roll this because it's so many dice. 16 points of damage.
Oh, 16. Okay, that's not. I thought for some reason I was like,
We heard all those dice.
yeah. Okay. So. Okay. Cool.
I'm gonna cry. I can't
So,
stop smiling.
the edges of Dagamaris' face rip and tear as the icicles into the floor below. You see the window, even on the first floor, blow out, along with every single one of the top floor windows as the wind out of them. That is his turn. It is now Eupheme's turn.
How far are the soldiers?
They're
Legion?
off here. They're a couple hundred feet away.
Couple hundred feet.
Mhm.
I'm gonna. I'm just gonna yell that we need to leave.
Okay. Okay. Sounds good. It is now the bear's turn. He's gonna. Hackles raised. Yahiro.
Boom!
He's going to use chain lightning.
Chain lightning.
Yeah, he pulls out the sword. Baldric must make a dex save. 5 fails.
Nice. Slow ass motherfucker.
Big roll.
Yeah, 50 points of damage.
Oh, nice.
So
I love our
He-
lich.
I know.
the lightning. Okay. It's Yahiro's turn. It's now Vivian's turn. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
19 plus 4.
You succeed.
Okay,
You're
cool.
around for one more turn.
All right. I'm alive for one more turn. I'm just gonna. I'm once again. I'm gonna smear my hands.
She's just like, bah. I love it.
Do 5 points of damage to myself. Oh god.
Okay.
No more temp hit points.
Oh, fuck.
0. You asshole. Sorry.
What are you doing?
I'm casting I'm casting necrotic inflict wounds at the 3rd level. I don't know. I did not prepare any other spells for
Make an
damage.
attack roll.
Oh my. That is a 22.
Yeah, that hits.
Fuck him. So that's a 3rd level, which means
Make him puke
is
more black
5.
stuff.
Hold on. Okay, so first, yeah, I want him to puke black stuff with my final breath. That's more like it.
Let's go.
Okay. Oh, that's the wrong dice. Okay, 7. 20. That was good.
That was a roll.
25, 30, 36 points of necrotic damage.
Nice.
Halved. Okay.
Yeah, whatever. I'm on my way out.
Wow.
Did that hurt his feelings? I hope so.
He's looking rough.
Kill him.
And as I pass out, I just want to just...
You're not passing out yet.
Oh.
Still alive.
I'm still going.
Still there.
Just kidding then.
Icklid, it is your turn.
I do 5d12 damage to him.
He counterspells. No.
He just automatically counterspells it?
It's a reaction, as you're about to.
Oh, we can get him. Kill him.
Okay,
In this moment.
hold on.
That was your action, by the way.
That was my action?
That was still your action, because you were about to
loved
use your action to continue the Witch Bolt.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's so dumb. I'll use my bonus action to use the rest of my healing light on myself.
Okay, sounds good. It is now Dagamoris' turn.
Get him.
Well, would it be an action to do Splits Prime?
Yes, because it is in your bag.
That's fine. He'll still be going. He'll be on
You do need to
splits.
make a Constitution saving throw to see if you can even stay up long enough.
Fucking go for it. Why not? Splits
Con
Prime.
save. Con save and then Splits Prime.
Come on.
Dirty 20.
Oh, Splits Prime time!
Okay, so you
Splits
take
Prime.
out the bag, you reach in. Your eyes bloodshot around your already red irises. You see Dagamoris pucker his magical armor. Okay? You're under the effects of Splits Prime, and I believe you crit on 17 through 20s.
And then it's
Do I know
Splits
how long
Prime.
it lasts?
No.
it's advantage on attacks, but then disadvantage attacks against.
He also takes double damage from bludgeoning and slashing.
Okay.
Yeah, well, he's a mage. He's not going to do any of that.
That's fine.
Hot
Cool.
shit.
So I guess there's nothing really I can do without an action. I can move.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Fuck. Vivian has her bag on her.
I
Correct.
do.
I'm just gonna like I'm just gonna look at Vivian and I'm just gonna like not ready, but like just I have my sword out, just
Okay.
getting ready to swing like a batter.
Sounds good. Okay, so top of the round. You continue your fight with the Archmage, with the Battle of Pools raging all around you. You see flashing lights cascade through the rain, each droplet illuminated by them, all like opals falling from the sky. Lightning begins crashing out from the clouds now, their forms black and menacing above, bringing with it a miasma familiar to all of you as you begin to feel the effect of violent magic being used so freely in this town. He is going to point at Icklid. Do you know if the spell power would kill? He is far too weak to resist it even in the slightest lull, you know this. He will die instantly. There will be no saving. In fact, I could use it on Vivian as well.
You get a reaction or anything. I don't like, 'cause it's not a melee.
He's just
attack,
saying,
it's a reaction.
he's saying this to all of you.
During his turn.
And he is intimidating you all. I need all of you to make insight.
So I'm like, this is a lot going.
Natural one.
I'll take it. What was it? Insight?
Mm-hmm.
18.
He's not lying.
Okay.
He will instantly kill Icklid.
Nat 20, yeah.
Yeah, you know that he has the power to instantly end it. You attack me one more time, you die. Or, both of you can come with me. Quietly. And he does not need to die, my hero. I know he is thinking of trying to counterspell me. Possible, but I can counterspell him. It is luck, really. Whose counterspell will overcome wounds? What
How
will
bad
it
is he
be?
looking?
It's looking sort of rough.
Sort of rough, but not like on his last legs.
He's looking a bit bloody.
A bit bloody, but not on his last legs.
Not on his last legs, no.
Alright.
What do you want?
I just told you, little one.
He wants us.
I wish to bring them
Where?
to your dad. And your master.
Why do you need Dagamaris?
I will not tell you that. There is a reason I kept both of you alive. Which will it be? Will you attack me? Prince Dunkamar.
If you can get the rest of them out safely, we'll go.
No. Ikla dies or you come with me. There is no bargaining here.
Can I just
Fine.
close my eyes and pray to Ivar?
Ivar, please, calm now. I'll choose a card.
Oh, he's on Sklit's Prime too, fuck.
I just that's in my head.
No.
Oh my.
He's working with them. That little
You
dirty
don't-
bitch.
You don't know that.
Yeah, he is.
Oh my god.
Fine. Fine.
What about you, Dagamaris? You've always had an issue with your temper.
Fine.
What say you? Are you willing to die so that I do not take them?
Did they die if you do?
You do not know. I offered a similar deal to Vivian for an innocent cleric of Colonel M. Now, that cleric is fighting down there. His mind erased by the Archmage of Evocation and, enchantment. Vivian will not do the same for you, just so you are aware. What are you doing while this is all happening, by the way?
Just did. What are you talking
I
about?
actually-
I literally just did. I literally just did. Fuck you.
I'd like to go and actually help the people who are being,
Okay, so you're running off.
to like fight on the front so that more people can escape.
Okay, so you run over there. What say you, Iklid?
She just said she'd go with you.
Okay. Sounds good.
You want me to
Yeah.
risk my life on a...
So,
This is the Balancer boys. This is Balancer music. This is Balancer music. Titus. 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 Titus.
So,
My boyfriend!
amidst the cries, the screams, and the unbearable and agonizing sounds of battle, you hear a troubling sound. You hear dozens and dozens of these arcane triggers, followed swiftly by bright flashing of red throughout the entire town. At the periphery, within the buildings, upon the ridges of the Bouveau Cap just above it, the sound of battle ceases. Only the cries and moans of those injured and dying remaining before you. You see the first of them step out from one of the homes. A 6'5" monstrous human, clad in black iron and silver-lined plate mail, covered with tattoos and piercings, just above a multitude of tubes cramming into the flesh of their neck. You see then dozens of humans, not all clad in the same armor and regalia, but just as menacing. The dragon's legion falters. You can hear their breathing stifle at the sight of them. Looking up at those who appear to grin with such bloodlust, an unyielding rage, you'd think the legion would fall at but a glance. It's an odd moment of anxiety as you look through the windows with not a bit of bloodshed. Only a cowering army before a few dozen warriors of chaos, until a familiar yell echoes through the city. Well, well, well!
Oh my god.
Last I checked, this was a simple town, full of simple folk, not nearly worth such a force. Shame on y'all killing your own people. And what would your king say as the piddle drips down all your fancy armor? You wear it so proudly, but for what? Just to get slaughtered by a few very angry humans. You see a familiar black tabaxi casually walking through the streets of a truly strangely set town, his fur drenched by the downpour of rain as he walks so effortlessly around the dragon's legion that appears genuinely terrified by the warriors of Balanzar. You look back to Baldric, who appears to now stare through the window at the tabaxi, who too appears to now stare at the archmage. But both appear to smile, neither of their spirits dampened by the events that transpire all around you. As the two lock eyes for a moment, battling their minds, the true battle begins as the warriors of chaos begin to rip the dragon's legion limb from limb. You hear their barbaric battle cries, "Blood!" and the sound of the king's army scream. As their arms and legs are torn from their sockets, you see the warriors of Balanzar against 5 times the numbers, though they, as you've seen before, do not appear fazed in the slightest by an overwhelming difference in numbers. In fact, they seem thrilled. However, just as soon as the battle begins, do you hear something in the distance?
Too many music changes, I'm stressed.
It's a dragon! It's really funny people.
Yes.
Oh, fuck my life. That was a joke.
An absolutely colossal roar
Damn it.
pierces your mind. The very mountain itself seems to shrink in the face of such tremendous power. You hear then the flapping of titanic wings. Wings large enough to shake the foundations of the buildings and nearly shadow the windows within their frames. The wings of a dragon. Baldric pulls away from the window. Bow to your king! A gigantic pillar of blue lightning cuts through everything as if it were butter. Flashes of blue and white fill your eyes, along with blinding bursts of orange and red, as everything begins to explode in flame. You all fly back against the walls, feeling the stone crack against your back. Unbearable heat flashes against your skin, boiling it in an instant. You feel the roof crash against you, and your breath leaves your body as stone bricks collide with your sternum, breaking it and leaving you grasping for air amongst broken ribs. Your eardrums nearly burst from the sound of Glaucon's might, absolutely obliterating every single particle that exists within his gaze. You hear nothing but the deafening roar of Glaucon as he lets loose his power. Upon the city of pools from above, a mind-splittingly powerful sound that does not echo upon the stone, for it simply crashes through it. You readjust, just barely, opening your eyes to see the town nearly gone in a matter of seconds. You hear no battle, no screams, no clashing of swords, only the cackling of Baldric for Servius just in front of you, unharmed by the assault of the king, and the crackling of fire, burning embers, and the toppling of what is now the ruins of the former town of Pools. And we're going to take a break again while I change the battle map.
Oh my god.
Alright, time to... Wait a second time.
You all take 25 points of lightning damage.
I'm down.
Okay?
Nope, no I'm not.
Huh?
Wow.
I'm up. I'm good.
12 HP left.
I'm on Sklitz Prime though.
Baby. Wait, doesn't
Okay.
that mean your damage is...
The damage is
by
low? No.
bludgeoning and slashing.
Bludgeoning and slashing.
Neither.
Okay. So, you look then upon everything around you. It is now Euphine's turn.
I guess I'm gonna stand up.
Yeah.
And assess the situation.
Okay. So you look around and you see nearly nothing. The ruins of the city smoke and smolder in blue and red flames. Not even the sound of any moaning or groaning can be heard. And you see no warriors of chaos, nor do you see any Dragon's Legion.
And no civilians.
Absolutely not.
Did we pass out or something?
No.
He just vaporized them all?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're weak.
Oh my god.
Weaklings.
Oh.
Not us.
You don't know if everyone's dead, but in the path that you are in, you do not see anybody. In fact, the building that you stood next to is entirely decimated, reduced to rubble.
Checking on the bear.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, so you get over there. Smoking side, boiling fat.
Fuck.
We're gonna try to heal him.
Okay.
You're stripping
What are you doing?
Second level spell slot.
Okay.
Cure wounds.
Cure wounds.
Bear. 6, 7
Okay.
plus.
So he's minus 25.
He's at minus 25.
No. Remember, he took 25 points of damage.
Oh, yeah. 11.
Okay.
And that's it.
That's your turn?
For service is still here?
Yeah.
He's
God,
just
the dirty
standing there.
bitch.
He didn't
God,
get
the dirty bitch.
hit at all. Lightning just went.
Oh, he's
Almost like it was planned.
Cool, good for him.
It is now the bear's turn.
I was standing there.
Stand
Was I
immediately as soon as you heal it. Stay near you, though. Yahiro has fallen out of the building, pushed out of the window.
Oh.
He's going to stand, use half of his movement. Euclid, where are you? That's his turn.
Okay.
Oh.
Vivian's turn.
I'm gonna... Is he just like looking down at us?
Indeed he is. With a vicious smirk across his face.
And he's still got a power word kill like Lid.
Oh, did Canon die? Or not Canon? Thonian Cath.
Thonian Caspa?
You do not know.
Damn it.
I'm just gonna stand up.
Okay. Stand. Baldric. Would you like the hand? Okay.
Is Cade's... What did you do?
Nothing.
It doesn't matter.
Is Dagamaris' bag still on his body?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. It is now Icklit's turn.
Okay. I'll get up and look at what happened.
Okay. Get up. You see decimation all around you.
I do nothing.
Okay. It is now Dagamaris' turn.
I stand up and look, and I'm gonna kind of just quickly glance around the room. Is there any place that I think that I could hide my bag?
Not any longer.
Not any longer.
Everything is burning. And most of the furniture, if not all of it, is scattered to the floor.
How
And that's a perception check, by the way.
Okay.
So we'll see if you roll high enough, possibly, though it is very hard.
Perception?
Mm-hmm.
25.
Okay. You think you may see a place fill, like, with some rubble piling on top of it.
But that's my action, just to do that. Okay. Then that I can't do anything.
Okay.
But I stood up, though, so.
It's now Baldric's turn. I'm getting a little tired of Euclid anyway, so I think I'll just kill him anyway.
Can I try to do something?
Sure, what are you going to try and do? All out.
I want to try and grapple the wand out of his hand.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
Can I react to this if I still have my sword out? Can I just
With
You're too far away, I'm going to say. She's right next to him.
With disadvantage?
Oh,
Yes.
oh, I got blown across the whole fucking room.
Dexterity save? 14.
Okay, he'll make his.
Even with Sklit, does Sklits have movement increase?
No. There's a 17. He. No. Vivian. Beg me. Get on your knees.
Can I reaction darkness?
Make an initiative roll for me.
6.
He rolled a 5.
Oh!
Darkness?
I'm going to say you have 6 seconds before he dispels it. So it.
Okay. Darkness, I'm going to move up to him.
Okay. So darkness fills the entire space.
Just going to, well,
Okay.
fuck. Darkness and run up to him, between him and Icklid, and Icklid's the...
Then I'm going to have you make an acrobatics check.
You said there was an initiative roll?
No, just between them.
Damn.
Acrobatics check?
Mm-hmm.
13.
Okay, try and see. 7. Okay, so you get up. What are you doing?
I'm running between Icklid and for Servius in darkness.
Okay, so you. All right, he sees you. Do you think I cannot cast it past you? I did not hear you begging.
Please don't kill him. He's just a boy.
Who is the Archmage of Divination, Vivian?
You are.
Yes. I am. And who is not?
Rockhead.
Yes. He is not. Get on your knees and beg me.
And I get down on my knees. And at some point, can I try to get the bottle of smoke out?
You do have that bottle of smoke. Make a sleight of hand check against his passive perception.
Holy moly.
No. I rolled an 8.
Yeah, he 19. No. Beg me, and do not reach for whatever is in your bag. Come, false prince. I didn't save you from the Underdark for nothing. Beg me. Make it worth my while. In fact, and he switches his hands. Kiss my hand. Kiss the dragon's ring. The ring of Glaucon. Come now. Accept him as your king. He has been very kind to the Erlandi, has he not?
He has been the greatest king.
I do not believe you. Kiss my ring.
Can I be entering the home? Or...
You're gonna enter the home?
Yeah.
Okay.
If I don't see anyone around me, I'd go back to the house.
Okay. What are you doing?
I will grab the hand and go to kiss it, and I want to pull him down
Get
and
him.
just and push the wand out of his hand.
Get him! Get that wand out of his hand! Get the wand out of his hand!
If I can do that.
Okay, while you're doing that,
Get the wand out
your
of his
family's
hand!
going to travel. I'm going to say we're out of initiative order at this point. You walk up, you see this. As Dagamoris is about to kiss the ring, what are you doing?
No
kissing hands.
So he's got his
What's
wand
going on
pointed
here?
at Iglid.
Yes?
And I'm out of movement, right?
Yes. And he sees you.
And I'm in between
Look.
Baldric and Iglid
Mhm.
right now.
Yes. So I'll move him.
Is Iglid like close to the window or like just at the wall?
He's just at the wall. But this is entirely gone.
Then I would like. Yeah, I want to push Iglid out. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna teleport there and push Iglid out.
Okay, so grab Iklid. I'm going to say it's free as you both fall out. And he...
Nice.
Okay, make an athletics check.
Yes, get
Make an
it!
athletics
Get it from him! Get it from him
Athletics
and
check?
run away! Fuck!
Oh.
Come on!
God.
7. But do I get anything with Split's Prime?
No.
Advantage on an athletics check with Split's Prime? Are you kidding me?
No.
He's busted at the seams.
14.
Fuck!
He... You're Trixie. Both of you make con saves. You with advantage because you have Scoop.
I get a con save, but not a strength save.
Mm-hmm.
Natural 20.
Okay.
Should I roll again?
No.
Natural 20.
Oh my!
Fucking let's go!
The flex.
So Vivian
What can you do that on the wand?
falls to the ground. Okay.
Can I see him?
Where? Baldric?
Sure is, yeah.
No, you cannot from your angle. However, you hear it again. A blood-curdling roar from off in the distance. You look up to see Glaucon's tail disappear into the clouds and another immense roar spill out from their bulbous and angry bodies. Lightning cascades from them rapidly. Dozens of lightning strikes spilling out from them in quick succession before you see an absolutely gargantuan dragon king fly out from the depths of the storm, his wingspan greater than many buildings combined, and his chest the size of a small legion of humans. His horns curled down much like a ram's horns just over his crackling left eye, and his teeth the size of carts bore at the sight of what remains of the human city. You hear, among the now groaning remains of the warriors of chaos, the Dragon's Legion and the citizens of Pools, the Dragon King take a massive breath, ready to unleash his final bout and finish the city. He plummets towards you all. Your stomach drops and your spirits shatter as you witness what is most likely your final moments upon the mortal plane. But the god of chaos seems to have other plans. As Glaucon Meridian opens his terrifying maw, his large and crystal blue eye flicks off to the left. And even from here, you see fear in his remaining eye.
Titty Titus coming in.
A look of fear you've only seen within one other, Vidar Learhumst. His massive gullet and neck careens in the direction of his gaze, with as much haste as he can muster, while simultaneously shifting his trajectory up and away from the city. The blast of lightning, massive in scope, flies out with a blinding flash of blue light accompanied by a roar of godly proportions. You see another flash of red, followed by a distant scream, a booming voice filled with sorrow and rage, a familiar tone, which is followed by a shockwave of such force that it nearly levels the remnants of the city. The pillar of lightning that flows from Glaucon's maw is enough to level Pools many times over. But it matters not, for the blast of red lightning that meets it from the crags of the Buvo Cap dwarfs it in its entirety. You witness a blast rivaling the one you saw scorch the Tree of Life crash into Glaucon's assault. Though he is able to maintain it for a meager second compared to the unparalleled power of Titus Mirkwood as it consumes it in its entirety. The Dragon King flies faster than any alive could muster, dipping down below the humongous form beneath the onslaught of chaotic power, narrowly avoiding it at the cost of the tip of his 20-foot-long tail, headed now by a scorched and smoking stump. The rest disintegrated in an instant and turned to ash. The city is bathed now in the light of red, the heat from it many tens of feet above, setting the tops of the ruins ablaze and burning all of you as you look up upon it. Baldric looks up. You see this. Eyes filled with the exact same fear as before he quickly turns his attention back to both of you. But his attention is split yet again by a deafening screech in the sky. You look up again to see lightning gripping the Dragon King, a godlike hand squeezing the life force from his body before it flings him back to the ground, sending the monstrous form tumbling and crashing through the stores and dirt and stone. His scales, spines, and meaty body obliterate the buildings that lay in his path, and it is only after he skids through many, many feet of the ruins of pools that he stops in a crater of his body's making. Though Glaucon is not bested just yet, you watch as he stands and begins to scorch the earth around him, fighting combatants you cannot yet see, shrouded by the piled ruins in his landing and his titanic form.
You think you're about to slap this dragon on the table?
Oh! Let's go!
Oh,
Big boy!
There he is.
Big boy!
Man, he big.
Ah.
And he
Big
large.
boy!
And
You
he-
see
and he
Glaucon
runs
Meridian, the Dragon King in all of his glory.
The guy we've been hearing about.
Damn, he's huge.
Old Georgie himself.
You hear
Bitch.
the warriors of chaos stir within the streets, their vitality becoming restored just as your mind begins to fill with a familiar sensation. Titus Mirkwood does in fact approach the town.
Oh, fuck.
Warriors of chaos.
I know, but it's just like
Ah, the warriors of chaos. We gotta get fun minis for
like
them.
that.
everyone just wants to be dead, you know. So it's just like
Dragon's Legion coming out from the ruins as well to meet them.
Nice.
Okay. Everyone roll. One last initiative.
You're outie.
Not me, baby.
Baldric. We must go now. He is going to cast Dominate Person on you.
Trying to dominate
He's gonna
me.
dominate me? Can I? Okay.
You mean
so
you kiss
what-
his
what do I
hand
gotta
and
do?
then
What do I
he's
gotta
gonna dom you?
Charisma save.
do? Charisma saving throw.
Nasty asshole.
23.
That succeeds. You. you.
Can I?
It is now your turn.
I'm going to do the smoke
Get him.
vial thing.
Yeah, so
I'm
you-
gonna open it or do whatever. I don't no idea what it does.
You
So-
cannot open it, as you do
Okay.
not know.
So just
You. Ding! As it is a magic item.
fucking. But I can't open it.
Nope, because you don't know the passcode.
Oh, that's right.
Ah!
Asshole.
That is your action. He.
I throw myself out the building.
Jump out. You do take
Nah.
1d10 points of damage.
Yeah, did you feel nice? Like 1d10 as well.
No, because he
That'd actually be so funny.
he tried to do that. I'm not gonna have that. You take 10 points of damage.
I'm unconscious.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay, so you fall on the ground, unconscious, right next to both of you.
Wow, that's really funny.
That is pretty funny.
It is
Me
now
alone with him?
I know. I'm sorry.
Yahiro's turn,
Well,
and he
was
is
gonna
going.
dominate
The
me.
bear, by the way, would have moved over here to meet you. Oops.
Jeez.
Okay.
Fuck. Oh, God.
Yahiro is going to
I keep
decide
we got it.
what battle to
We
help.
got it. Oh.
If he rolls above a 10, he fights Glaucon Meridian. 18.
Oh.
Wow.
He's helping Glaucon?
No,
No,
he's
he-
fighting.
Oh,
against
Yahiro!
Glaucon.
My second dad isn't protecting me.
You hear, ding. as he 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35,
Get him!
40 goes up.
Oh
He is
my
going
God.
to cast Time Stop.
Oh,
He did
he's
say
gonna
that.
get him.
Put him in a coffin.
Put him in a body bag.
Go, your hero.
He's going to cast Time Stop. So,
That's
Yahiro does,
incredible.
Yeah.
Yahiro does 80 points of damage.
Wow.
You see him as a burst of sun
Eyes are incredible.
fires down on the Dragon King's head. He flies down. As the Dragon King's head goes in slow motion for Yahiro, he puts his hand beneath with a delayed blast fireball in the center, along with 2 upon each of his fingers as he... The Dragon King...
That's so
You see
cool.
half of his jaw.
Yeah.
Get him in
Okay.
his lightning sacks. Fuck him.
Okay, that is Yahiro's turn. It is now Euphem's.
I'm going back in, baby.
What are you doing?
How tall is this?
How tall is what? This building?
Building, yeah.
10 feet.
Then I will
You're just lying there.
use my last second spell slot to Misty Step back in.
Okay,
I'm dying on the ground.
That's so funny though.
you can see right here.
I can see you for Servius.
Yes. You're gonna jump down
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm jumping down and I'm gonna hit him
with your sword.
with my sword.
Okay.
Let's go.
Yeah, he. Okay.
Let's go. Praying to Hecate. It's okay.
14 plus 8.
Ah, that's good.
Got it.
We're
That
smiting.
hits.
We're smiting.
Okay, he's counterspelling that.
That little
Bitch.
pussy.
So does that
You
count
suck
as
so bad. A reaction.
a smite this turn?
Counter spells does he get?
Yes,
Use
because
your
you
spell
technically
slot
tried to
for
use
your
it.
level spell, so you can use any of
He,
it. Yeah.
as he sees the lightning on the back of your sword.
Really?
Okay. Just doing the damage. Maybe just a little bit.
I wish one of us had really, really just once succeeded in getting his wand away from him.
I just really wish one of
We
us.
tried like
I wish
4
one of us
times.
could have slept or like rested.
Yeah,
That
man.
would
If I had
Um,
2 fifth level spells,
Now, how much
I
damage?
would've gone
13?
If I had any
Oh, is it
spell
too late to
slots,
Green Flame Blade?
If I had
Yes.
freaking
13.
Okay, 13 points.
8 spells in my haste. I could have done haste and done everything.
Probably get out of here, dude. Second attack.
I know. With advantage.
15 plus 8.
Oh, but he takes half damage from that because he had stone skin on.
I could have killed him actually.
You probably could.
I could have.
And that
Because if he was
is
that far away, I could have just fireballed him.
oh,
I could have fireballed him like
that's
6 times.
11. He's still hexed though, right?
Yes, technically.
Yeah,
So
he
that's
is.
15.
To hit or damage?
Damage.
Okay. Reduced to half. Okay. He falters a bit.
And if I have enough movement to move in front of Vivian, I will.
Okay, she's on the ground, yeah?
Nice. Thanks, Eupheme.
Do that.
Sorry I'm not awake to see it.
Okay.
It's okay.
You
I'm
feel
not
I don't believe
appreciated
the sword
around
is
here.
Okay, it is now the bear's turn, and he is going to go over to Icklid because he knows how much Eupheme, or Icklid means to him. To Eupheme. You hear as the legions of chaos against the dragon's legion clash in the background. Okay, it is now Icklid's turn.
Are you down or up?
He's prone, but he's conscious.
Oh.
Yeah.
Good.
Can I try to get on the bear?
Yeah, sure.
Get on the bed.
Make an animal handling check to see if he lets you.
Okay.
You've got one leg.
The bear's like, no,
What's
it's
the... What's my...
There's like, I'll take you somewhere safe so that you can't be used as a
4.
30-20.
Oh,
Yeah, so he leans down.
nice.
And you want to hop on the bear?
Yeah.
Okay, so you hop on the bear, you flop. Hit.
Must be so fluffy.
Okay,
Is that just my movement, or is that my action?
that's your action to animal handling.
Alright.
Okay,
I'm on the bear.
it's now Baldric's turn.
Shut up.
I cannot deal with you.
He's scared.
Make a...
Oh. Does he do it? No. Yeah.
Don't get much. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
Reroll hard.
Flip a coin at this point. Fuck.
He's fucking
Stressing me out, dude.
Yeah.
Oh! It's a Titus song.
Mm-hmm. He's going to decide, but I don't want to play this song. He's going to decide whether or not to cast Power Word Kill on you, Finn.
Mm-hmm.
That's
what I thought.
Fucking dodge it.
Nope.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
He has not used a 9th level spell yet.
Oh my god.
He is going. He's deciding.
You have to save you have to help your king. You're really gonna
Deciding
spend it
on
on a
who-
bard.
Actually, it's not a 50%. He does have a reason to keep Eupheme alive. He has above a 15. He kills Eupheme on the spot.
Above a 15?
Yes, that was cocked.
I'm a D20.
On a D20, yeah.
Roll a 4.
Nice. Thank God. How dare you say that out loud to Lamech? Holy shit.
But he is going to cast at the 6th level. He can. He's going to move over here.
No.
Still in your range, and he is going to see Icklid. He's going to cast Banishment
Oh.
at the 5th level. I need both of you to make Charisma saving throws.
Me?
Yes.
I have charisma.
Yeah, same.
Charisma, let's
Fuck, I
go
should have taken
team.
banishment. You can banish multiple people?
At the 5th level.
What?
That's what the higher levels.
Oh, polymorph banishment.
You're good, you're good.
Polymorph has been pretty fun though.
Dirty 20.
25.
Turned you into a slut.
Wow, both of you succeed.
Let's go!
Charisma, boy!
Wow, Baldrick, I didn't know you were so weak. I didn't know you were so weak. Baldrick, your king would be disappointed in you, Baldrick.
Okay, so he
Pussy?
misses that, and that's a 5th level spell gun. However, I can't use that. Can't use that.
Yeah. Where's your utility, Baldrick Perservius? Where's your big brain, Baldrick Perservius? Oh, it's because you were stupid. It's because you weren't as smart as my dad. My dad would be able to get out of this.
He could just kill you right now.
My dad would be able to get out. He needs me.
Yeah.
As a bonus action, he's gonna pop a healing potion.
You got a
Big
brain.
Nice.
Oh.
I've got memories locked in here.
Okay, that's 10 healing.
No.
Wow, swimming in it.
Okay, he. Okay, that's his turn.
Oh my God, he's on. He's
Dagamoris.
He's unconscious.
Rolling a death save. Okay. Top of the round, it is Glaucon Meridian's turn.
Baby man. Well, baby man.
So big. He's such a large individual.
Look at that thick tail.
And
Yeah. Big booty.
Is it already chopped?
Mm-mm.
No. Oh, okay.
yeah,
Wouldn't that be a cool
it
detail?
wasn't, yeah.
That would be.
He's going to use his lightning breath. And
You don't
unfortunately
say.
for you,
For who?
For
Yeah, hero, no.
for all of you,
Oh.
is this way?
it is 120-foot range.
Oh.
Is he gonna get
5,
Baldrick though?
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45,
Can he get
50.
Baldrick,
He gets
though?
every single one of you in this blast.
Instant death for me,
We're
possibly.
gonna die.
'Kay.
Oh my God, we're gonna die.
So, I need all of you to make dexterity saving throws. At advantage because you have cover.
We automatically fail,
Thanks.
correct?
Yes.
Do I have cover though?
Natural
doesn't matter.
20.
Oh!
Okay.
Let's go! Fist bump!
Dex save?
I need you to roll a dex for the dragon as well. I mean, the bear as well.
13.
Bear also has advantage though, right? Bear also has advantage because he's also behind cover,
Yes.
right?
Bear is
Thanks, he
advantage.
needed it. Still didn't give anything.
You have to succeed on a DC 23.
Yeah, wow.
Doubt.
Okay.
Doubt.
Oh, I couldn't
He has
even...
+0,
I-
so he fails.
Yeah, I couldn't even make that anyways.
Nope.
Yeah.
Did not.
He failed.
Unless you rolled a
Unless
natural
you rolled
20.
a natural 20.
Oh, that's right.
Okay. It is 16d10 lightning damage. What's your HP at right now?
40.
Okay, good. What is your max HP?
74.
You take 86 points of damage. You take 43.
I'm still conscious.
Oh, big conscious.
Wow, you rolled bad damage.
2 HP.
Yeah, he did.
You rolled bad damage.
The average is 88, so he rolled below.
Oh.
He rolled below two below. So you take 86. You're unconscious. The bear takes full 86 as well.
Bear's unconscious.
What's his full HP?
70.
What was he at?
He was at 55.
No.
Oh,
He's fine.
yeah. He's fine.
So he's fine. Okay, but the bear and Icklid, both unconscious.
You
Both
beam.
Vivian
Final
and
man.
Dagamaris take 2 failed death saves. You watch
Unconscious?
as a ring on Baldric's hand glows. The ring of Glaucon Meridian. The lightning washes over him.
This. Oh, fucking piece of shit.
She wasn't unconscious though. Does that matter?
You were unconscious.
Oh, but
No. However, you weren't at 0. So
Yeah.
what was your HP at?
I mean that could be worse.
12,
What is your full HP?
66.
Okay, Vivian is dead. Vivian is dead. The last life from Vivian's lungs. Baldric. Glaucon! I don't have time for you. Okay. It is now Dagamaris'. No, it wasn't. It was Yahiro's turn. He needed to make a dex save as well. He fails against that. Takes a full 86. Don't want this song. Not yet. Okay. Yahiro is at 94 HP.
Still.
Yahiro. Glaucon. Okay. It is Yahiro's turn. He sees the house canoed, absolutely obliterated. He's going to decide whether or not to keep fighting Glaucon or go back. Say above a 15, he continues fighting Glaucon. 7. He runs back. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. He's going to try and make an acrobatics check to get through the window. 7. Fails. Can't quite make it up. That is his turn. It's now Eupheme's turn.
For some reason, still there.
Yes.
It would be action to pick up Vivian.
Yes, it would be.
I'm going to summon the construct.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm summoning the stone one as my action.
Okay.
Bonus action.
Right here?
Yes.
Okay. It from the rubble crashes down, splintering the second floor, already burnt to a crisp.
Bonus action. Cure wounds on myself. And I'm going to instruct the stone to get Vivian out. Or the construct to get Vivian out.
Okay. Commodore is actually going to counterspell.
Commodore?
Baldric for Servius is actually going to counterspell your summoning.
And that's my action?
Yes.
That goddamn.
He does that.
Literally the worst.
He does that at the 5th level, and he regains a 3rd level.
That's my action.
He regained shit.
Okay. He. No.
I'm staying here with Vivian.
Okay.
Then I'm still gonna use Healing Word. My last spell slot for Healing Word.
Okay.
And stand there in front of Vivian. 13 plus 4.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. He is going
And I
to.
want to be between him and Vivian.
Okay.
So,
It is actually the bear's turn. Gotta roll a death save on him.
damn it, dude.
Okay. It is now Icklid's turn. Gotta roll a death save on him. Natural 20. You. With 1 HP.
Okay. Is that the end of my turn?
No, it's the beginning of your turn.
Okay.
Let's go.
Let's go.
You look over and see Dagamaris burnt to a crisp.
Can I see up into the house?
No, not from where you are prone.
And the bears.
Also burning.
Um.
Don't want this one either.
I want to run into the house.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you make it?
Stand up. You have half movement. You just get into the house.
Okay.
So you are right
Oh, there's a door.
here.
Yeah.
Okay, that is your turn.
Yep.
There's now Baldric for Servius' turn. He's going to reach down and he's going to grab Vivian's foot. And he's going to cast Dimension Door at the 6th level.
Oh.
The door encapsulates him and Vivian as he teleports right here.
Oh.
And he is going to scream, Glaucon! Okay. And that is his turn. As a legendary action, Glaucon is going to detect. Okay, he knows where Baldric is. Okay. It's now Dagamaris' turn. He must roll a death save. Okay. It is now Yahiro's turn. He does not see that. What is his passive perception? 14.
Mm-hmm.
So no, he does not. And he's going to run in. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And he's going to look at Eupheme. Where did they go? Okay. This is what he says. Eupheme, it is your turn.
He's like, I don't know they teleported. Can I try to see where?
Make a perception check.
Eight plus 4, 12.
You do not know. Because you cannot see them.
I'm just gonna run up to the window then.
Okay. So you 5, 10, and you see them now.
Cool.
You look down, you see them, but that is your action.
Yep. As a bonus action, my Relentless Hex allows me to teleport to the person I've hexed that I can see.
Okay.
So I'll do that.
So you teleport down. He. Okay. It's now the bear's turn. Must roll death save. Okay. Icklid, it is now your turn.
He's right there.
Seeing Yahiro run upstairs, I
Oh, you're
am
inside.
gonna, yeah.
So you're going back inside?
I'm gonna run back outside the way I came.
Why would you run out the way you came?
So I
Give
can-
me the explanation.
So I can, because Icklid,
Okay,
Having
he
his
saw
leg lost.
Yahiro run back upstairs.
yes, so having his leg lost, wouldn't want to try to scramble upstairs, want to try to go out and yell to Yahiro up here from going outside.
Fine. I'll allow that.
Okay.
Your movement speed is half permanently, by the way. So you walk
sure.
out there,
I should have pointed that out. I thought it was helpful.
and you see what is happening before you. Dagamaris and Vivian laying on the ground between Baldric for Servius and you two.
I would use my action to yell to Yahiro.
I should have kept my big
Okay.
mouth shut.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. He probably
It is now Baldric's turn. I'm going to cast.
Yeah, man.
This is just doing a slow walk and he sees Dagmar and Vivian down. He's like,
Baldric for Servius is going to cast Far Step.
Whoa.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, and is going to then climb on top of Glaucon Meridian. Glaucon. That is his turn. Okay. Dagamaris must make a death save. Okay. It is now Glaucon Meridian's turn. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Hello.
Glaucon crashes through the buildings, pushing the foundations even, as he... You look up at a 30-foot titan, a god amongst the mortal world. You feel absolute helplessness. Even his wounded body, you know he could delete you in an instant. He... Okay. For his action, he is going to bite down on both Vivian and Dagamaris, grappling them, unconscious, in their unconscious bodies.
I'm a dead body.
And that is his turn, because he used... Wow. Wait, what is his movement?
He's gonna take us.
Yeah.
No, he has a fly speed of 80 feet, so he begins to fly. You see
next time, just don't eat dinner.
the buildings fall apart as his gigantic wings beat down upon it all. He is now 60 feet up in the air. Okay, 60. Yeah. Okay. It is now Yahiro's turn. And he is going to try to cast Fly on himself.
Going after him.
He's going to cast Fly upon himself and no one else because he does not wish to have you come after him. But he does have a fly speed of 60 feet. So he begins to fly after the gargantuan dragon. It is now Eupheme's turn.
Cure wounds on the bear.
Okay. So we work you there.
Or actually, if I do healing word, can I say something?
No.
Instead.
Yes.
All right, we'll do that then instead.
Okay, bonus action, healing word.
Bonus action.
The
Healing
bear.
Word. God, fuck.
At least the bear's alive.
Yeah. That's a bear. Woo. You don't have a name for him. It's just bear.
I'm gonna say Ickley, can you help Dagamaris? Oh, damn it, Dagamaris is in the sky.
Yeah.
But still, like, can you help him? 1d4.
I'm there.
I heal him.
I've helped you.
You heal him 5. The bear? Okay. Okay. There's your turn.
That's action, bonus action, movement.
I'm doing the math.
Oh.
Dead or unconscious? Not conscious.
Okay. It's now the bear's turn. Just gonna lay there, actually.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he'll stand.
So it's like there's no more rolls.
Okay. Icklid. What are you doing?
I do nothing as I am in shock.
Okay. It's Baldric for Servius. You do not know what he does. It's Dagamaris' turn. You do not know what he does. It's Yairo's turn. He cannot catch up to the dragon. Because the dragon's flight speed is 80 feet and his is 60.
Damn.
I could have caught him.
Yeah, you could have.
Wait, no, he can dash. But Glaucon is also
Glaucon can
dashing
also
to 160 feet to his 120. You see Glaucon begin to fly away, but you do see...
I don't think so.
Oh my god.
Titus! No! Titus,
They're in his.
no!
They're in his mouth.
Man, this whole thing's a fucking
Hey,
mess, man.
let's go, Titus. It's your boy Titus.
I need to make an evil Titus miniature now.
Okay,
Oh wow, this
Glaucon
whole thing's
Meridian.
going so poorly.
must make a dex save.
Let's just fail it. Just for
But
funsies.
he
I
can
don't wanna
succeed as a
die.
legendary action.
Mm.
However, he
gonna
still
live
takes
together
half
forever.
damage. He takes half of 10d20.
10 D20? What? You can't roll D20s for damage?
10 D20.
That's not loud.
Natural 20 for damage.
Sorry.
This is
I'm gonna cry.
Bad.
Another natural
Another
20 for
nat
damage.
20?
Fucking
Okay,
what are you rolling?
use
What are
a
you
bad dice. Use Leo
Glaucon,
Red.
Glorbax.
Use
Glorback!
Leo-
Glorback's so strong.
No, we don't want Glaucon to go down.
60.
I mean...
I'm not even kidding you. That's another natural
We don't
20.
want Glaucon to go down.
Let's just kill Glaucon. Let's
Bring
just kill him
me-
right now.
Bring me to a lich. He
It's
can bring
80
me back to life.
damage.
Come on. Come on.
He's an undead.
Okay, these are all pretty bad.
No, you don't have a diamond.
I have a diamond.
You don't have a diamond.
I have Revivify.
You don't have a
You
diamond.
need a diamond.
You need a diamond.
Oh, for Revivify?
Yeah,
Oh.
I have an all soul.
It's 104 points of damage, reduced to half, 52 points of damage.
Oh my
as
He's still
Titus,
standing. He's
Titus
fine.
already used his big bout of lightning against his. You see him. His arm flexes, and you see his feet into the ground as he. Glaucon, one of his wings.
Nice.
But he maintains his flight.
Oh my
Jeez.
god.
And around the Buvo cap. Out of sight.
Is when it comes back to my turn, how far away would he be?
Too far for you to see. He's out of sight.
To see?
He's out of sight. Around the Buvo cap.
Okay.
Okay. You are now out of combat.
Fuck, man. Fuck. Man, fuck.
You see a shirtless man wearing undone overalls that hang down to his sides. You look at the remnants of battle, and you see only the warriors of chaos still standing above absolutely decapitated and torn to shreds bodies of the Dragon's Legion. But you do see Titus Mirkwood walking to both of you.
I'm still holding my sword up.
Put it down.
What do you want?
There's no way to talk to your king, is it?
Can I try to mind link with the bear?
Sure.
I just want to say, just get away. As soon
The
as
bear
you
is.
It's a nice bear. I like bears. Little boy.
Yeah, hero, can you come down?
Yeah, hero. Titus.
No, hero. It's nice to see you.
Yes, I'm coming down. Yeah, hero. Walks down.
disappear my sword.
What happened?
A mage, a wizard attacked, and Vivian knew him.
Oh, God.
gone, they took them both.
That was what it was in his gullet, yeah?
Yeah.
That was fucking... I knew there was a reason why I wanted to shoot down that fucking dragon. Alright. Why did they want him?
I don't know.
Your mind, by the way, you feel an intense squeezing of it as he looks into your eyes, his eyes burning orange, smoke billowing from them.
We have no idea, but Vivian and this Archmage have a very storied past.
As you sit there, more flashes of red. Dozens. They all.
Oh, jeez.
They all funnel into his back.
Alright. Sorry about it.
We're sorry about that.
Why?
You bear all of humanity's burden. That's so much for one person.
Anyway. Why are they taking him?
We don't know.
You know anything?
I don't even know who that was.
For someone who liked to talk so much before, you know so little, don't you?
We know who that was. He's Archmage of Divination.
He's probably the one that tried to tell on me, or tell on Dagger Morris.
Yeah, it was. Oh, it was so funny.
He dethroned Rocket Fragment, who's Hector now. That's Vivian's dad.
I don't fucking care about it.
Okay.
I think he has some sort of specific grudge against them.
Like I said, I don't care. What I care about is that Glaucon Meridian just flew away with my prize. Again, I don't know if I have to remind you, but I gave you an ultimatum. I said bring me Dagger Morris in 2 months' time,
Or we
or all
die.
of you die.
Yes.
So how are you gonna bring him to me? Now.
Really, it's still our responsibility.
What do you think? Do you think I'm just talking out my ass?
And
Yes.
I like gesture to like my missing leg, and I go, "Oh, what are we gonna do?"
Oh.
Oh,
He grabs your head.
Oh.
As a tree-like limb shoots from your leg. Combined with flesh, root, and veins, it out, shoves into the ground.
What's your excuse now?
And I like try to like flex it and move it.
There's a chick now.
I don't.
I think that deserves you bowing to your king. Now that you have a knee.
And I'll bow.
That's right.
Oh, you.
What about you?
Yeah.
Good. You have 2 months to find Dagger Morris for me. Or you both die. And that tree, sprouting from his leg, a lump, is all for naught, and it was a waste of my power. Does that sound good to you?
Yes.
And at that point, a large woman, black tabaxi, and a dark-skinned man with a now a pretty moderately sized afro coming out, with 2 swords strapped to his back, come out.
Morgan, Gabriella, and Thonian. Come on then.
Anthonian, why'd you roll your eyes when you said that, Titus? Don't you like me?
Not really, Thonian. You're a loud mouth.
All right, then. Who are these? Oh, it's you, the one that almost died, yeah?
This time, or
No, when you were all talking all that smack. Why, I didn't see him roll his eyes when you were talking. And you got a louder mouth than me. That's for sure. And you, little boy, you doing all right? Oh, my goodness. You got a... Wow, you do that, Titus?
Thonian is saying one more word.
All right. We'll just back away. Gabrielle comes up.
Are you all right?
Fine.
That's good.
Now Hero just sits there.
Thank you, Titus. It's fine. I'm gonna be staying here for a bit.
Okay.
There's still some survivors. I can sense them. I didn't absorb every soul in pools. I just absorbed most of them. So I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna try and rebuild as much as possible. But you all, both of you, you don't have a minute to spare. And dragons flying so fast, they could be across the continent in 2 days.
Yep.
You better find them.
Baz gets out. And like bows, sort of crawls down and like
What's going on?
kicks Baz, flies off.
What was that?
Just a nuisance.
And
Sorry.
he grabs you.
What was that?
Just my companion. Sorry about that.
Squeezes.
I don't say who he was to you. I said, what the fuck was it?
I don't know.
You're lying to me.
He's a divine beast. I don't know if you've heard of it.
From what?
I don't know. He won't tell me.
Persuasion check.
Plus... No, it's 8. 21.
Okay.
Christ.
Wouldn't kill a human boy anyway. Listen to me. What was your name?
Iglid Bloodworth.
A beast. A power's familiar.
Okay.
And I don't know why. I don't like it. It's tainted. It's no good.
Okay. Look, I didn't choose it, okay?
How'd you get it?
And Yahira steps in. Does it?
You think I couldn't kill you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
I'm sorry, Iglid.
And I pull out the book and I go, this. He came from this.
Grabs the book.
Right. That's interesting. I now know your name.
Mm-hmm.
You stay close now.
Okay. Yes, King.
That's good. Well, what are you waiting for? I suggest you run. Unless you plan on staying here. But that wouldn't give you much time, now would it?
no.
Then get out of here.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Run then.
Is the bear coming? Like, is he good?
Yeah.
Okay.
He-
Then, like, we're
okay.
going, yeah.
Okay.
All
So
right.
you run off to the distance.
Yeah.
Okay. Vivian and Dagamoris. This takes place 2 days afterwards.
Oh.
I'm so excited.
Dagamoris, you awake first. Your armor is gone. Your sword is as well. And you wear fine robes. You look beyond just lit. Everything else is pitch black, either by magic or some other force. But you see a robe, a cloth-drenched man. Layers of it. And you just see an iron mask looking down at you.
My key has been brought to me.
And Baldric steps forward.
I've done as you ask. I hope I will not be punished for how long it took. It took just the right amount of time.
And that is where we will end.
Oh.
Ah, damn it. That was him.
Yeah.
That was the man himself. That was him.
John.
Oh shit.
No.
That was Gamerian, brother.
Man.
Come here. Okay.
That was the Lich of the Liches. Wow. Fuck. We brought him the key. We fucking failed so bad.
Let's try. I just want to get that fucking pack off, man.
We'll be back next Saturday, 6:30 p.m. PST. We will see you then. You can catch up on our abridged episodes on YouTube and the full episodes as well, along with all the handouts on our website. Thank you.
Love you,
Have a good
bye.
Thank you.